Let's go!
What is going on? Off the bat, Wicked Plumber. One gifted membership comes in with another 5. What a Chad Wicked Plumber. Thank you so much right off the rip. I can't even get the stream going first, and you're gifting a few memberships here. My gosh. Make sure you guys slam some emotes. Thank you so much for the generosity. Wicked Plumber, you Chad. Ooh, appreciate you. So, once again, I just got to shout out how much of a Chad Wicked Plumber is. Gifting memberships before I even get the stream fully up and running. My gosh. Can't thank you enough, my man. Can't thank you enough. Well, what am I doing here? Hop out chat. Yeah, I don't even have everything up and running yet, but I had to hop in and say thank you so much. Because it's too kind. So we got a few. We're actually ending today. I'm streaming straight through to 3:30 from now. And that's a long time. That's almost a 4-hour stream if I stream the whole time straight through. Easy Andy at the end. Terrorized Andy. My gosh. Got to give everyone a shout out here. Wicked Ball over here on Twitch. Bit was the first one in here, aka Poop Shoot. I don't know. It's weird reading that name off. Well, I'm just gonna go with Bit from Bit Explorer like it was on before. But Chenoritset, what's going on? Big William, Wicked Plumber, Edgar, Jordan, Tony, T-Dub, Harass, the Buck Native, Scott the Loof. Russian name. Unfortunately, I can't read that. I don't know how to read Cyrillic or Russian or whatever you call it. But welcome in, Smalps, Robin. Oh my gosh, so many people hopping in so fast. Max, Beal, Saffron, Hans. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I hit mostly everybody. Let's see, who did I miss here? I didn't shout out the people who got gifted, but everyone who said yo or anything. Robin, I don't know if I shouted you out. I can't remember.
Biceps, biceps, biceps.
Biceps. Let's go. Thank you for the 6 months. Edgar's. You Slayer. Appreciate you, fellas. Appreciate you, Edgar. Okay, no. 2 sockets, no. Don't have the right aura up. There we go. There we go. Ooh, man. We all know the fix is already in, says Eric. I've heard a lot of people say that they were worried about that. Worried or, you know. Oh, wait, is this player's 1? Everything's dropping so fast. Yeah, okay. Well, that's all right. Man, I'm already like thirsty. I chugged a whole cup of coffee just before I got on, so it's like. And yeah, Eric, pretty much everyone says they want Mike, right? It's like 70-30, but we'll see how the poll goes. Also hit the like button. Galback, yo! Galback hopping in right off the bat. What's up, you legend? Who's better, Edge or Christian? Oh, man. I wasn't a big fan of either one of those. Edge or Christian? I guess I'd have to say Edge. Something about the way Christian's like face looked. He had just... Christian had like a more punchable face. You know? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but Christian looked more punchable than Edge. Edge looked like somebody I could be buddies with. On them Titans, not important. Congrats on that one. Slaying again, Justin. Yeah, totally. So we do. Jake Paul's a goofus, Douglas. The whole thing's a sham. Kind of agree with that. Yeah, I pretty much agree with that. Everything you said there. I mean, it's obviously a money grab, but I mean, things could also be specifically put together solely for people to make money, and they could also be entertaining and interesting at the same time, right? I think it can be both things. Like they could be only doing it for the money, but also it could be fun, and maybe it's not a scam. I don't know. We'll have to find out, I guess. It's good to see Holy Bolt buff. Yeah, I do really like this build. I think they kind of put this one and balance it like exactly where I would want them to. Like where it's really good, but it's not mosaically broken. So yeah. Mike R, morning, good luck, appreciate you, thank you. Start to Gibbs and Monty kind of weak in fantasy. Oh yeah, the Lions are 14-point favorites this week against Jacksonville. So yeah, fire those guys up, Jordan. Fire them up. Gloomy Llama with slapping. Just Fist of the Heavens, Grand Crown. Okay, well, full of gold. I gotta remember to drop that off now. I can't carry that. Fred. Get him, Fred. Oh, wait, you're attacking me, actually. Let's go off, Fred. Phil O.P. David B. What's up? What's up? Sasquatch. Man, look at all these legends. Player 7 cast not fast enough. See, it depends. The thing is while Caldraxian, part of it too is I'm always streaming and reading chat while also playing the game. I'm not gonna say it's too hard, but I think the combination of me trying to read and respond and think about how I'm gonna respond and this and that while also playing and all this kind of shenanigans, I prefer doing players 3. In general for Fists of the Heavens, this is what I have. But the thing is, I'm always streaming when I'm playing, almost always. So that's kind of what my opinion's based around. But yeah, my K, I think. What's going on? What's up? Do you think Tyson will is losing? He might try to bite. Oh my gosh! If he bit his ear off, well worth the money. I don't even care if it is staged. If he staged fakely bites his ear off, I'm on board. Big William said he made offline Mosaic. Please don't ban me. No. I cannot like Mosaic, but I don't care if other people do it. I don't care if people like hack their offline single players and play with broken items that they made up themselves and stuff like that. No problem with that. As long as people are enjoying their lives, that's the most important thing to me. Is that everybody's just out doing their best to enjoy themselves. Fred, I did actually I commented right below that in Discord. I didn't tag you in it though, so you probably didn't see it. But yeah, this guy, Fred's got better luck than me. That insane circlet you found, it was months ago now, but that circlet you found is back in the day, or 6 months ago, whatever it was, literally the best circlet I've ever seen anyone ever find in my entire life. Every other one was probably botted, but that one you literally legitimately found yourself was insane. And then an Ethereal Reaper's Toll, yeah, crazy. Yeah, Saffron says I play players 3 because chat's fault. True story. That's exactly what I was saying. It got the circlet. Well, I mean, you traded it to him, right? Didn't you trade it to him and then he traded it or used it or something? But either way, I mean, just you found it. It's crazy enough. Don't normally watch things like boxing, Mary says, but I really can't wait to watch Jake Paul fumble this. That would be legendary. If he got knocked out, it would be so sick. I'll be honest though, if he ends up like if Tyson is just like washed and he's just too old and slow, he has 58. If he's just like not even close to, if Tyson's not competitive at his age, it's going to be a real disappointment, like a huge disappointment. Nah, 4-socketed, but non-ethereal, not gonna be able to do it. Saffron got an Astrians. Oh, that was for an item off the Grail, huh? Nice. Geez, you people are all gonna beat me with the Holy Grail because I can't find the Stereo's Might. Not that Diablo can drop it anyways, but maybe you can give me a Shaco for a little hype drop here. Cap. Oh, let's go! Look at this, fellas. Ooh, Infernal Cranium. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. So do you think they stole the Biggins Bonnet graphic and then made it a different color, or do you think the Biggins Bonnet stole the Infernal Cranium graphic? It must have went, because there were no set items originally, right? So they must have stole the Biggins Bonnet graphic and changed the color. Probably. That's what happened. Yeah, Psycho Knight, you're right, yeah. So you put it together a little bit faster than I did. I figured it out in the long run, though. Today's the fight, right? Yeah, it's supposed to, sometime tonight, yeah. Gloomy Magic Man, what's going on? I see. Oh yeah, I forgot a second ago. You said like number 30. Appreciate you. Were the rumors true? Kelsey and Swift broke up. I did not hear that. I feel like Gelbeck would have told me if that happened. So I don't think so, but so someone said, oh, can Diablo drop tiers? No. Diablo, crazy enough, doesn't sound right, but due to the way the game's made, Diablo cannot drop tiers tonight. So Greg says clearly a scripted fight, but he wants Tyson to win. Clearly scripted. I don't know, everyone thinks it's scripted. Everyone does. Everyone does, huh? I don't know. Havoc, what's going on? Tyson gonna slay Paul, he says. I knew that one would drive interaction. I knew it. Also hit the like button. Don't forget, Eagles or Steelers. Oh yeah. Boy, you'd like to think. Wait, Eagles or Steelers? The Eagles just played last night against the Commanders. Right? Oh, you're talking about Baltimore. Baltimore against the Steelers. I'd have to think Baltimore, but I don't know. Steelers are always like that annoying team that isn't good, but does better than they should for some reason. Maybe they are better than I think. I don't know. New legendary. Okay. Day 4 of SOJ Quest. Andy trying a new method instead of IDing each unique ring. You get disappointed. You fill your inventory. You get disappointed just at once. Yeah. Now I get you. It took me a long time. Just make sure you got like 500 magic find or more, and you're running it on a higher players count, not players 1, like 3 at least. You should be able to, for Nightmare Andy, players 7 you should be able to do on single player. So if not, yeah, it's bad luck. It's unfortunate, and then just I wish you the best. Wish you the best. Even if it's scripted, Tyson's famously has issues controlling his impulses, says Tito. Famously, he does. You're correct, Tito. Very famously. That's what I was saying. If he bit his ear off, they would be so legendary. Oop, oop, oop. Trying to go too fast here. Casey's first loss this weekend, says Mike R. Uh-oh, no! I don't remember who Casey's playing this weekend. The Bills? Boy, Casey losing to the Bills. I don't know if I see that. Anything's possible, of course. I mean, I'm not like 90%, 10% that Casey's going to win, but if I had to pick who's more likely, I think I would still go with Casey. But, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think the Bills were doing all that good this year. Jones or Stipe? Real question, Big William. So I actually don't watch a ton of UFC stuff anymore nowadays. I mean, I believe anyways that's UFC stuff you're talking. Could be wrong, but pretty sure. Gold Magic Find said, heard they want to bench Caleb. Boy, I don't even know who their backup would be that they would start. At this point, I don't know that it's really worth it to like bench him. You know what I mean? Like you got your rookie. Wasn't he number 1 overall? That they, you know, I don't think they could really do that. But yeah, he's been struggling. So I tell you, he's on the waiver wire in all my leagues. So Eric says the Steelers always lose to teams they should beat and beat teams that everyone thinks they're going to lose to. Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with that. That's pretty much what I was thinking. Yeah. Psychonaut says KC's been flirting with the loss for a while, just barely winning out pretty much. Yeah, probably without their kicker, I don't know if they could win, right? Since he's on IR now. Butker. Like to see me try reimagined. Never say never, but I don't really have any interest in trying those mods that like change every single item and every single skill in the game and up the drop rates and stuff like that. I don't have too much interest in it, but yeah, to each their own. Never say never though. Maybe one day I'll try it. Do I think Indish, do I think the Bills can take the Chiefs? So I think the Chiefs will win, but I think I'm not, like I said, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm putting $100 on the Chiefs because I know it, you know, not like that. But I think, you know, I think. Yeah, the Grand Matron bow by itself, if it was superior, I'd pick it up and look at it. You know, 2.5, 3 years into a Holy Grail, but just a Grand Matron that had 3 skills on it, you know, like, I mean, I don't know. If it was superior, I'd pick it up and look at it. That's kind of the point I'm at, I guess. So, Llama hit 99. Wasn't that only a couple of days of him playing? Did he hit 99 in like 2 or 3 days on Reimagined? So, comment from Jello Salad saying Llama hit 99 on Reimagined. You know, he hit 99 in 1 day on D2 Diablo 2 Resurrected or D2R Reimagined. What? Nice. Okay, well. I mean, he is good, I guess, so. 5.5 hours? Oh boy. So that's from like launching the game level 1, playing through all of normal Nightmare in Hell. That's like reaching 99 on a playthrough. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I would not be playing that game. I just have a differing opinion from other people. I know a lot of other people like it, so I don't mean to like laugh at something that you guys like or whatever, but it just doesn't sound like something I would want to do. Milwaukee Bucks finally beating someone like the Pistons, and it's funny that they're struggling. The Milwaukee Bucks, huh? Yeah, I haven't followed basketball too much as of recently, but I do know the Pistons have been bad for a little bit. If the Pistons were better, I'd probably follow it more, huh? I did hear Wemby is just going bananas lately. So they said on Detroit Sports Talk Radio that Wemby is just a beast. So anyone who doesn't know who I'm referring to as Wemby, that's his last name is Wembenyama, or Wemben. Shoot, I just call him Wemby all the time. Wembenyama. He's 7'4". He's a 7'4" guard. Power forward, maybe. I don't know what his technical thing is, but he's 7'4" and rains threes and stuff. Wembenyama. I came around to it. I just realized I hadn't said his actual name in like ever, because everyone just refers to him as Wemby, obviously. So, yeah, he's like 7'4", like 210 pounds, just raining threes and dribbling down the point guard. Crazy. Fred says, Psychonaut, if the Chiefs win, you have to attempt a 3-plate bench. Boy, yeah. Speaking of bench, boy, ever since I hurt my back and like I've just been trying to like I keep re-hurting it. Jeez, I don't even think I could do a plate on each side. I don't even know if I could do 225 anymore, to be honest. God. Old people's backs. Unbelievable. Old age, yeah, it's really getting me. Jello said Wemby, generational talent. Yeah, for sure. Apparently. Like, I think the thing that they were saying is he scored 51 points in 30, or he only played like 28 minutes, and he scored like 51 points or something crazy like that the other day. So, Vikings doing pretty good, not bad. 7'4". Yeah, it's crazy how tall he is, and super tall, super thin, crazy. Let's see. Is this solo self? Is this solo self found? Yes, this is my offline single player Sartor. I've been playing on this for like a few years though. So this has been, and then I do every ladder reset for like approximately a month, we'll call it. Every ladder reset. So how old is Phil? 38. 38. CP3, so oh shoot, I can picture him. CP3 is Chris Paul. Couldn't remember who that was. Gotcha. Is it worth rerolling Grand Charms from Diablo? Yeah, yep. If I take all my amethysts and I craft with them, and then I use everything else for rerolling Grand Charms from either Diablo or a high level Terror Zone. So if your Terror Zone's high enough level, you can grab any Grand Charm that drops in it, if it's high enough level, and you can get the 45 to life skillers. If not, I reroll them with Diablo, Bale, or Neelathak Grand Charms that drop specifically off of only those exact monsters. Some people do craft blood gloves. People might do blood amulets or rings too. Some people will do other things as well sometimes, but I only do caster amulets. So Bill's 30 great years old. Boy, if I was 30 again. Nope, I'm an old man. Officially. Boy. It'd be so great if my back would just like not constantly rupture discs and stuff now. Be great. Some psycho like me wastes them on rolling monarchs. I forgot about that. I do that sometimes too. I forgot, Jello. I do sometimes. It never crossed my mind to do that. And I think G-Stacks actually was like, oh, I'm re-rolling to try to get a J mod. It'll never happen, but I'm gonna try. And I'm like, oh, why did that never cross my mind? And I've never heard anyone say that before. So a few times I did do that. And by a few times, I mean a few ladders. All the gems I found, I re-rolled to try to get a J mod, which didn't happen. But yeah. 30 great instead of 38. I see what you did there. I did not at first, though. I'm going to be honest. Steelers, Lions, Super Bowl, says Derek. I would be surprised if that was the case, but Steelers, Lions, Super Bowl. Huh. Eric says that's about this normal D2 player age, is like in the upper 30s. Yeah. I remember when I started playing and it was like the lower to mid 30s when I started my channel. Crazy. Just crazy. Every once in a while, there's one of them young fellas in chat that's like 25 or something. You're like, whoa. They're like, yeah, I grew up playing. My dad loved that game. Which makes sense because like my stepson's like 19, but he has no interest in something like this. So what office chair am I rocking? So it's actually a pretty cheap one from Amazon. I guess if you were looking for a cheap chair, I would recommend it, but it's not the greatest. But yeah, for a cheap chair, it's pretty reasonable. And I don't know how much it is now. I paid like 100. It was like 165, and then there was like tax, so it ended up being like 180 or whatever, however much tax would be from that. But I don't remember what it's called. For some reason, I feel like it was called the Takova. But yeah, it's like an Amazon share. D2 was 2001, right? 2000. Fuck natives 42, young 42. Yeah, I mean, once you're 38 and 42, I mean, there's not really much of a difference between that. Sure, when you're younger and you're like, one person's 18 and one person's 14, there's a huge difference, a big difference. But yeah, when you're like 42, 38, there's like no difference. Turned 25 recently, says not important, but didn't know anybody who played it, just got into it. Yeah, there you go. There's one of the young fellas right there. Not important. Ancient armor. Okay, all right. Is TZ Chaos better than normal? So Terrorized would be better, yes. So Terrorized Diablo could drop everything. So when the Chaos Sanctuary is normal, like the seal bosses like Infector and Desace, they cannot drop every item in the game. They can't drop Tyrell's Might. But the normal champions around in the normal elite packs can. Diablo cannot drop Tyrell's Might, but when it's Terrorized, Diablo can, the seal bosses can. So yeah, it would be better. Also, I think you get more experience too, so if that's a thing. So Big William, a young 28. Look at all these youngsters in here. Jeez, what am I running, a daycare? Bunch of 25 and 28-year-olds up in this joint. Jeez. Just kidding. Josh said 34, slipped a disc in his neck. Yeah, that was, let's see. I was probably slightly younger than that when I hurt my back at work. That was one of the deciding factors into leaving that job. Between the fact that I just had hurt my back at work, and a few years before that, I burned the bleep out of my hand at one job, and like a year before that, I cut my hand real bad, where I cut through a ligament. I had to get surgery on this other hand. I was like, all right, I'm getting out of this factory work. There's just, you don't pay attention for 1 second and then you're hurt for the rest of your life, and now my back will never be the same. Like, I don't want more bad things like that to happen. Also, not long after I hurt my back, so I worked in a steel factory, and anyone who ever worked in like steel fab, you know, you get bundles of steel in. And if anyone knows what 7 gauge is, it's also 3/16 thick. So there was a bundle of like 24 3x2 7 gauge square tube that were 20 feet long. A guy picked them up. They were right behind me. A guy picked them up like 4 feet over my head, went like 10 feet away from me, and the straps broke, and this bundle dropped from probably 15 feet in the air and just like fell to the ground and shattered, and the tubes went flying everywhere. That was like a couple of weeks before I quit, and I was like, all right, yep, one of these drug addicts are gonna kill me here. I need to get out of here. But yeah, Fred said he needs to start lifting and working out again. Sure do. Be careful when you go back. That's what always gets me. Whenever I go back, I end up going back too heavy. I'm sure you know your body, and I trust your judgment, but yeah, just take it easy. Take it easy off the first month or something, right? Feel too lazy to aura swap? I am too lazy. I am way too lazy. Teeps says he's got lower back problems as well. Been on the hunt for a new comfy office chair. Yeah, I would say if you're not broke, if you have a reasonable job, I would not necessarily recommend the chair I have. I kind of I'm incredibly cheap, so and even I'm incredibly cheap, and even I've been thinking about getting a new chair. The biggest problem with this chair, maybe if you're a smaller person, like if you were like, well, I don't mean to make this sound bad or nothing, I'm not insulting anybody, but just if you're shorter, if someone's like 5'8" or something, this chair might be good for you. I'm 6'3", so it's like even just today I actually got a 3/4 inch thick sheet of plywood and put it under my chair just today, again to raise my chair up, because the chair is shorter than my leg, you know what I mean? So like it doesn't go any higher. And this chair is actually higher than the old chair that I used to have. It's like an inch taller. So I don't know, like being 6'3", and I'm not like a giant or anything, but like, I don't know. Maybe it has really long shins or something. I don't know. Besides Z2, what's your favorite game? I haven't played other games in a long time, but other games I always used to play, like if a new Elder Scrolls game came out, I'd just be slamming that. Fallout, the Fallout, which is just like nuclear disaster, Elder Scrolls pretty much, but love those games. Quarterstaff, Ethereal? No. Well, I don't know. It's a good budget item, and just cool in general to upgrade and use this on beautiful melee characters. Fury Druid, the number 1. I don't know how these roll though. I don't know if 239 is actually a good one or not, but it's cool. I did used to play Call of Duty and Halo all the time, but I haven't in a long time. The old Fable games were cool before that got canceled. Break the Banco Herman Miller. Some people have said that. Pretty much, I think maybe it was Saffron possibly. Here over on YouTube saying he had an Aeron and was like, dude, just do it. It'll last you the rest of your life, and it's awesome. Fallout, Skyrim are awesome. Yeah, I agree. And Mewtwo says, Mewtwo says he used to rule at Halo 2 in multiplayer. Boy, Halo 2 was my jam for sure. Because where I'm from, I'm like from like a one stoplight kind of town. So I lived in town. So we got high-speed internet before all the people lived in the country. We would still do system link parties on Halo 2, and I would show up to people's houses and just wreck them, because I learned all the super bounce tricks, and they didn't even know about like the death combo, aka the noob combo with the is it plasma rifle and battle rifle, like on swap from each other, just dropping people instantly, like they didn't even know about that and stuff. So RDR2 Phil, do you like art? I'm not sure if that's a Diablo 2 resurrect, like reimagined question or something, but if it is, no. I never tried it, but doing No Shave November, bro? No, I'm doing Lazy Phil right now. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I was thinking about doing No Shave November for my head, but unfortunately I just end up with like the Friar Tuck look, you know? Bald on top, long hair on the sides. Oh, thank you for the 100 bits.
Been playing since day 1 and got my first SOJ this morning. From a Carver in Hell, Act 1.
Buy one with a footrest, a chair. Umalen, I think is how you pronounce that. Are you saying like a footrest where your legs stick straight out? Or are you saying like a footrest that holds your feet up? Because that would be, if my legs were rolled any higher, it'd be disaster. But so you say that works good for you, huh? Interesting. Never thought about that. Really helped me see. Let's see. Saffron says he has. I do. So I'm assuming you mean the comment before when I said I thought you had the Aeron. It's not 1,500 euros. Awesome, but diminishing returns when you go high end. Gotcha. So you're saying it's not like, it's probably not 3 times better than like a $500 chair, but it's like Yeah, I got you. The what do you call it? It's like the diminishing return curve for Magic Find. Same thing on chairs, right? It's like garbage. Like mine is down here next to like 25 Magic Find, and then there's like the $500 chair that's up here, which is where like 300 Magic Find is, and the Aeron's at like 600 Magic Find. So it's better, but it's, you know, is it really $1,000 better? But yeah, I get you. Let's see, Buck Native, Black Ops 6. Let's see, No Man's Sky, Valheim, I think. I was really contemplating playing Black Ops 6, to be honest. I wanted to play a game like not D2 that I would play off stream and just like only for enjoyment. Like I want to have a game that I play that it's not like that. Under no circumstance do I ever play it feeling like I'm doing it to make money. You know what I mean? Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, Mike. Okay, gotcha. Fuck Native saying had yeah, the 12-person LAN parties for Halo 2. I don't know if we did them that big for Halo 2, but I know for Halo 1 we definitely did. We would do Giant on Sidewinder, I think it is, the snow level on Halo 1, and we would do Capture the Flag rockets. Oh, it was so fun. Just people, like, you shoot the rockets like at where the flag's at, and you're like, oh, he's gonna go there, and then it blows up right when he gets to plant the flag, and the guy like dies and the flag goes flying past where the flag plants, and you're like, oh my god. Or we play what's the one where there's two towers on either side and there's like a canyon, not a canyon, but it's all concrete. There's like small pillars down in the middle and you could run around the outside. We would play Capture the Flag snipers on that level, and it was so hard to capture the flag, but it was so fun. So fun. Yeah, Halo 1 and 2 were like, boy, revolutionary. Yeah, Fred said he's got a gaming chair like the guy from Grandma's Boy, right? The guy with the black trench coat. Nice. That'd be pretty sick. Just like laying flat back with the monitors up over you. He's so nasty. They like, as you lean up, the monitors part away, you know? Quake LAN parties. I did some Quake LAN parties, kind of. So we would download the demos for the first-person shooters back when I was in high school, because we knew more about the computers and stuff than like the IT guy did at the school. So we'd be like LAN partying with people like in other classes and like in the library and stuff, and we'd be in the computer lab, and nobody, like, they didn't understand that we were actually playing with other people like in the school and stuff. Those were the days. Yeah, by the way, so this is a couple people asked. This is offline single player, yeah. Yep. So I didn't even look at it. George says 85% are for Tyson. A lot of people are going to lose their money. I heard technically by betting odds, and this was yesterday or the day before, that Jake Paul is favored. So, I mean, he is of proper age, and Tyson is closer to retirement age. Like literally Mike Tyson. Yeah, boy. Yeah, but anyways. Yeah, casting a vote and betting your money, completely different things. True story. Aaron's still the best chair I've ever had, but $700 US chairs come 95% close. Gotcha, alright. Yeah, that's what I was almost thinking. I was almost thinking about doing that. Getting something like you're saying there, like a $600-700 chair maybe. But the thing is, I mean, I don't know. I've never even seen somebody who had a chair that expensive before. So I don't even know, like, boy, I would love to have something like that for like a week and just to see like what it was like, so. Fred said, I should get that set up. Ooh, I don't know. Tax write-off, there you go. There you go. What rune word am I Merc using? So he's just got a Grief, and then he has a, he's using the unique sword Azarath. But, Fellas, what's the other rune word that has the sanctuary aura on it? I keep forgetting which one that is. Pretty cheap rune word too. What is that sword? It is Lawbringer. Smolps knows what's up. There you go. Yeah, gotta take care of your back. Yeah, totally. Oh!
Nightbot donated $10 through Super Chat. Phil's Chair Fund.
Appreciate you, Mike R. You Slayer, for a solid $10 super chat. Thank you so much for the generosity, Mike R. Absolute beast. All Jake Paul fights this old guys. This is his best matchup. Yeah, I don't know. He did fight. I don't remember who he fought before. I feel like I completely forgot. Cassandra, welcome in. What's going on? Bengal Waffle saying it's sanctioned, but not really proper. It's official, but not really proper. Yeah, I'm not really a boxing expert. I know I've heard the terminology before, but I'm not going to claim to fully understand, like, the minutia of what people, you know, whatever. But I'm more of just some casual spectator type of person, so.
It's the start for your new chair, smiley face.
Deeps, thank you for the 100 bits. You Slayer. Appreciate you. Max said he'd get a mid-tier chair. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and I don't know, mid-tier is going to be differing opinions based on who you're talking to. I was kind of thinking like 500, 600, 700, something like that. Definitely not 1,000. I can't do that. 10% of my income on one chair. Oh boy. Jake Paul fought Tyson Fury. I don't remember that for some reason, huh? He must have, and he lost. Yeah, I was gonna say he must have lost, right? I feel like Fury would just be messing with him. And like I said, not a boxing expert, but I hear that Tyson Fury is like crazy talented. Tommy Fury. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I don't remember that. Did I tell you? Tommy Fury, his brother? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't remember that. Yeah, Mike's like, that's a big difference. Hey, I said I didn't know what I was talking about here. Okay. Jeez, we might as well be talking about like collectible Barbies right now. Like I don't know nothing about. God, next thing you guys are gonna bring up, here's my expert opinion on crocheting, everybody. Rune staff, ooh, yeah, that's one that could easily miss my eye, but I can easily check here. Thanks for shout out, Bengal. That's actually one. Six sockets. Oh, or Diablo even popped up. 800 for a chair is pretty overkill, says Max. Could be. I definitely would not want to do that. Yeah, I'd say more like 500-600, but $300 can get you. See, in Sweden, 150 to 300. It's a nice chair. Well, if you're talking, I don't know in Sweden what they use necessarily. Do you use euros in Sweden? Is that 300 euros? Because euros are worth like $1. Like €1 is worth more than a United States dollar, I'm pretty sure. Like 60% more or something. Yeah. Sweet Phil learns crochet. Let's see what it is. Euro compared to US dollar. Oh, never mind. It's not that much. I thought it was. Oh, it just plunged. Oh, it wasn't even that much, anyways. Huh. Okay. Well, touche. I don't know what I'm talking about. Shocker. I don't know anything about euros. They're almost even now, actually. They were like 125 to 1. Like 1.25 to 1. But, yeah. It was only right now it's 1.05 euro to $1 American dollar. So underwater basket weaving coming next. There you go. That's the next thing. Secret Lab, says Anthony. $600 went on sale. Swears by it. Yeah, that is a pretty popular brand name, huh? Yeah, and I don't know specifically about that company and necessarily all that they have to offer or whatever. I know that I have heard, though, that any, like, gaming style chair is usually not the best for... It's not actually the best for sitting in for long periods of time, so... But like I said, I don't know everything Secret Lab has to offer, so I'm not necessarily just, like, roasting that company. But the ones I've seen from them are, like, the bucket seat gaming chair styles, so... And this is just, like, from what I've heard, you know, so... Don't roast me. I know a little bit more than I do about boxing. Office chairs can be ergonomical. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I got to go with. But yeah, like I'm not an expert on the topic here, so. Krona is a Swedish currency. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how it works. I mean, Saffron, aren't you literally from Sweden? Do they use euros there, or do you use the kroners from Sweden or whatever, or both? Could be both. 700 or plus, or they get wobbly. Interesting. I was just thinking, is mine wobbly? My old, it does have a little teeny tiny wobble on this one. My old chair was real wobbly, and also the armrests were all creaky and stuff. I don't know if you ever remember my old videos. I had like a red gaming chair essentially. It was like an inch shorter than this one. It said they were the same height, but it just was like an inch shorter. And also, when I'd be streaming, like over the course of 2 hours, the chair would sink like a couple of inches sometimes. And I have to raise it back up every hour. Herman Miller all the way. Yeah, it is the cream of the crop. But, you know, I am cheap. So. It says on Google that the kroner is official currency of Sweden. All right. I believe you. Yeah, there were some like that, yeah. Because I had that red tank top. And then it... Oh, geez, I didn't notice. Thanks a lot, Fred. Guy's gonna be mad. Oh, come on. 40! 37's not bad, but just some chance guards. Just some chance guards. Kind of neat, though. Maybe the ring's better, huh? Yeah. Not great. Not terrible. Thanks a lot, Fred. Killing my mercenary. But yeah, the chair had red stripes that came down like this, and then I had a tank top that's red, so it looked like my tank top went up over the chair. Yeah. Merc's taking a nap because Fred distracted me. Not my fault. Beal said, took out some quill rats in the halls of pain. Got a cham. Nice. Little known fact. Some of y'all probably seen the video I put out. This is one of the least reported on things that I've ever heard. Technically, actually, quill rats have a higher rune drop chance than other monsters. Similar to how ghosts are.
Hoping to see a sacred armor drop for the hype.
Oh, Mike R, thank you for the 6 months of Salaya. Thank you so much, my man. I would love to see a sacred armor drop for the hype. Love it. Appreciate y'all. So once again for the half a year for the channel. Is this players 8? No, I'm doing this on players 3. Just makes it easier to read chat and they still have the good kill speed with the drop rates being a little bit more elevated than number 1 than players 1. So Mutu says a sorcerer circlet, 2 sorc skills, 20 FCR. I'm not 100% sure on stuff like that. I'm really bad at valuing because it's not anything that I generally use. I'm speculating here, but I believe that those types of things are more PvP stuff. So I'm not... Hypothetically, if that did have value, I think you almost have to Larzik it and cross your fingers for 2 sockets. And then if it gets 2 sockets, then maybe it'll be worth, like, something. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Oh, look at that. What's going on, Marty? Marty said... While I was saying that, he was saying the same thing I was saying. But Marty probably knows better than I do, so... On that particular topic. This is... Have I done Holy Grail before? So, on old Diablo 2, for like a year and a half, probably, when I first started my channel... Not when I first started, but... I did a Holy Grail. I got down to, like... 15 items, maybe. But I will admit, like, probably 10 of them were, like, super common items that I was saving every item and only counting the items I saved. And I thought I had saved all these items, and then I realized I didn't save, like, Death Sash and, like, super low-level common stuff like that. I had just been throwing out. So I probably had, like, 5 rare items left. When D2R started, I restarted my Holy Grail from the beginning again. But... I've never in my life found a Tyrell's Might, so I might as well have just done the same Holy Grail, to be honest. I might as well have just done the same one. So, Ghost Inspectors had a good chance for dropping runes, said Jordan. Yes, all the Ghost Inspectors and stuff like that do. But yeah, little known fact, I think anyways, I had never heard anyone say this in my entire life until I did a video about it and looked it up, and I was like, oh. Quill Rats have a... Quill Rat's rune drop chance is somewhere between regular monsters and, like, ghosts. It's, like, in the middle. So it's not as high as ghosts, but it's higher than normal monsters. I forget where cows actually have a slightly elevated rune drop chance, too. I don't remember what it is, though. I don't remember if it's barely higher than regular monsters. I don't remember if it's close to ghosts, or maybe it's, like, the same as Quill Rat's about. I can't remember for sure, but... See, Tyrael's before D2R and Ancient Tunnel, says Mykar. Yeah. Wish I could find one of those. Green Sacred Armor, right? Yeah, I found a couple of those. A few dozens of those, for sure. So. Shop some 320s, Zulin says. I think you said shopped. Actually, you didn't say shopped, but I assume you meant shopped or found, one of the two. Congrats on that, I suppose. See, oopsie. I was reading chat, not thinking about what I was doing. Big William saying, what did he say? I read half it, got distracted. Templars, of course. Found a sacred armor, first ever. Nice. Well, at least you got that one off the list. People who find Tyraels on their first unique sacred armor are the people that I really don't like. It makes me sad. No. Neothek super underrated, says Dankroot. Set maps, high density area, oh yeah, like racks and stuff. Okay. Yeah, it does check out that it should be good, but I'll be honest, I do quite a bit of Neothek running because Nova Sorceress, like farming keys at the beginning of ladder, which is something I do very common. I don't find much of anything from down there. I have found a high rune or two, some mid runes occasionally, but man, I find almost nothing taken out in Neolithek, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, the numbers check out that I should find more, but I just don't. You know, some places are just like that, I guess. But what's the Merc wearing? So it's Grief and Azarath, along with Fortitude and Ariats. Saffron saying Neolithic can drop everything, but rarely drops anything. Yes, there you go. I think the rarest thing I found off a Neolithic, like I remember finding a Crown of Ages before. That's about it. Maybe a Shaco once or twice. Zod before SOJ. Matt B says. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, RNG and Diablo 2, right, fellas? Some crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Why the Act 5 merc? Just to be different than normal, pretty much. Since you have redemption, you don't really need the meditation from the insight. I don't go like max lightning damage conviction because, I mean, getting lightning damage on one monster at a time isn't really anything I can concern myself with. Since it's like density clearing here. So I don't really need a infinity. Don't really care about it. And let's see. Yeah, it's just kind of something different to do. And it actually, the knockback kind of can help you out, I guess, a little bit with safety, I suppose. Not that you really need it on this build, but... What's the most viable build for Act 5 Merc in your opinion? I think this one right here is one of the only places I would use in Act 5, personally. I'm sure there's others. There's other things you're going to be able to do, I'm sure, like, for sure, but this particular right here, any elemental damage type build that you do, you almost have to have Act 2 to have Infinity, I believe. So, yeah. Phil's on autopilot. What, did I miss something? But yeah, I do kind of get on autopilot while I'm playing D2 read chat and stuff like that. So, wait, I must have missed something. Mike says, "Sweet Phil, you must hate me then." The comment I made earlier. People finding Tyros on their first unique armor. Yeah. No, I don't really, but yeah. It's funny. Pegasus saying, "Whoops." Chat's flying in, pushing everything up higher. Thinks Jake's gonna win realistically, but I think everybody wants Tyson to win. Yeah, probably. We'll see though. It's hard to imagine a 58-year-old beating a boxer that's like the proper level to play, right? So, or the proper level to be boxing, proper age, I should say. Act 5 Merc for Trav farming. I could see that, yeah, because Act 5 seems to survive better at Trav, so if you're doing a Barbarian, which would be non-elemental, so it checks out. Maybe you don't really care about the Might aura, and yeah, I mean, I could see that. Yeah, totally. Jake's a big boy. Yeah, I don't really know anything much of, I don't know how tall / heavy he is. How strong he is. I don't know anything about him really, besides like seeing little clips of him and his, you know, whatever. They should add mercs and axes tech. Yeah, I'd be on board for axes to be added for the Act 5 mercenary. I think that'd be pretty cool. I don't see any way that could like break the game in any way, right? So Chaos TZ next. Let's go, says Aeon of Chaos, I think. So that must be online, huh? That must be online. Because I think, what do I got? What do I got in line here? Let's see, I think 1 o'clock here is some bad terror zone. But then from 2 to 3 is Trav on single player. I'm on off-white single player, BT dub. And then TZ Andy at 3 o'clock. So I can only do about a half hour of that. I gotta leave, so. Didn't Foreman win a belt at like 50-ish? I feel like he did win a belt at super old. I don't know how old he was. Definitely not 58, but I feel like he was like 45 or something. Or I don't really know. Maybe he was 50. I don't know. But not important says he spent a lot of his time with Act 5 Merc item find barb. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. Cardio going to be a factor unless Tyson just catches him with one early. Catches him with a hook. Yeah. It'd be hard for me to believe that at 58 you could have the cardio of like, and I don't even know how old Jake Paul is, but is he like in his upper 20s? Is he like 28 or something? Let's see what the Google machine says. How old is Jake Paul? $27. Oh boy, that's like prime athletic age. Like that's when you're like a grown man strong, but you're not so old that you're like out of shape. Only 3-minute rounds, has that going for him. Well, yeah. Let's see, if we're not important, he said super expensive for his barb he was talking about a minute ago. 1100 MF. That sounds like too much Magic Fine. That's got to be that's with the mercenary combined, obviously, I assume, but you clear 96 terror zones with just using Berserk. Interesting. Because Berserk doesn't leech anything, so you can't take any damage. But you also have all Magic Find stacked up. Sounds interesting. Dual wield all two-handed weapons, says Fred? Like, oh, you could dual wield Ogrimals. Let's go! Hope Jake treats the legend well in the ring. Well, how well can you treat a guy during a boxing match, huh? You mean like hopefully he doesn't like punch him below the belt like 3 different times or something? I'm not sure, but... Crash said he's 55 and can throw down! Throw it down if needed. Unpredictable to not think he could seriously hurt Paul. Yeah, I don't know. 58 compared to 27, like jeez. The athletic difference is just gonna be, I don't know. Well, I do know. I know what I think. I think that the athleticism is just going to be too much. He's not going to knock out Tyson, I don't think, but hard to believe. I do hope Tyson wins, though. Bangle Waffle, yeah, I would agree with that, I suppose. He's a lot like we were talking about Edge and Christian, old school WWE guys, and I said Christian has a, oh yeah, you were probably here, very punchable face. Yeah, so kind of like that. Pegasus says brain says one thing, heart says another. Yeah, that's where all us old people are at, right? All us old people. So dual grief, fortitude, not important, says on his merc. Kelly stomps champs, puts Grimward up. All right. You berserk while he goes to town. I guess I've kind of heard a similar, but I guess I've never actually seen one in action, I suppose. But No good. Never bet with your heart, says Pegasus. Speaking of, okay, here you go. I did place a bet. I'm not a huge gambler, but I put a bet this weekend. So, what do you guys think about? I took the Lions minus. It's a huge spread, but I think it's a guarantee. The Lions minus 14. Do you think that's a bet to take? I should have took Lions money line. They tell you like the example of like if you bet this and you bet $10, is how much you win. A $10 bet for money line for the Lions to win would win you $10.11. I was like, okay, just out of curiosity, I wanted to look at that. But yeah. This isn't football, Phil, talking about the boxing thing from just a second ago. Yeah, I mean, I get you. But the way, I don't know, the way boxing seems, it seems like it's a lot of cardio because they just can't catch each other. It's not like MMA or UFC or whatever you want to call it in general, but where like you can't block the punches as easy, you know. Boxing, they have these giant gloves and they just go like this and they're just like, and you can't hit, and they can't hit each other. But yeah. $320 is good for Mosaic Assassin. I think that's what people. Is that what people mainly use? I'm not a Mosaic expert, so I can't really help you. Chad will have to help you out with that, Cassandra. I think so. Good morning. Oh, Ribeye, what's going on? Welcome in. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll up and see how many comments I missed on accident. I'm trying to keep up in chat and stuff, but brain like speed is not keeping up here. All shouts, you say, huh? Not important. Talking about his barbarian that's got tons of magic flying, all shouts, lets his Act 5 merc do everything. Pretty much. Well, not everything, but yeah. I gotcha. I think I'm picking up laying down now. That's an interesting one. Interesting. Maybe I might look into that. That sounds like a build up my alley, kind of, sort of. Don't have to aim much. Just get close. Make it happen. Never quite did it that way. Let's see. Cardio and having a chin, says Pegasus. Talking about for boxing, kind of what the keys to the battle is going to be. Tyson should spec into Smite. Ooh, yeah. I bet you didn't think about that. We need to get a hold of him. Let's see. What's going on, Frenetic? Still no Tyraels. Yep, still no Tyraels. That's how my life's going. But that's alright. That's alright. Jello Salad talking about the Mosaic Assassin, he says. Great if you're not magic finding. So, there you go. Dink Bigwood over on Twitch saying, feels like Tyson has to win because it's his last big fight. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I hope though. Marty says time to bust out the Zerker and go Hork TZ champs and uniques. Get this grail finished. Yeah, I mean, you'd think. I've done that. I've done that probably a barb horking, maybe not specifically zerking, but a barb horking at least a half dozen times now in the last 6 months. like video after video. Oh, here's a Singer Barb. Here's a Zerker. Here, you know. I was tempted also to do Frenzy Barb coming up in the near future here, but we'll see. Max says, doesn't think Holy Bolt does any damage. I'm confused here. It definitely does damage, but I'm confused on the context here, possibly. Maybe I got confused. Look up Mark Felix. You wouldn't doubt Tyson's chances. Yeah, never heard of that. Look up Mark Felix, huh? I'm always leery about when people tell me to look up people's names. I feel like they're going to take me to a site that is going to get me in trouble. Frenzy works. Yeah, it definitely works. There's a lot of things that work, but I don't always know if I'd want to use them for trying to find a Tyrell's Might, you know what I mean? But also, I think it could be fun. I've been doing some streams and even some highlight videos to where I'm using builds that maybe aren't tailored for finding Tyrell's Might, just to kind of spruce it up a little bit, I guess you could say, and just not do, oh, here I'm doing Nova Sorceress, here I'm doing Fist of the Heavens, oh, here I'm doing, Nova Sorceress again, here I'm doing Zerker Barb, oh, here I'm doing Hammerden again, here I'm doing, Nova Sorceress again. So Frenzy's kind of neat though too. Plus you can just hold down the button and just sprint forward, never having to look at the screen and just kill everything. Sounds convenient for streaming. A British strongman. Okay, Fred says. Bad Omen said he got his Tyrells from TZ Andy. Yeah, I bet a lot of people get them from TZ Andy. And I wouldn't doubt if that's where I eventually get it, so. We'll see what happens, but. Ooh, look at this density over here. There we go. What are you doing after Foer? Yeah, still kind of trying to decide. I was thinking maybe a Frenzy Barb. I was mentioning a second ago, but not sure. Frenzy sounds interesting. Don't know for sure. Maybe I will do Frenzy. Just slap on dual griefs and go crazy. Not sure though. Just past an Aldi warehouse gal back. You're gonna go in and did you go and check for any of those Berman Cheez-Its? Having a fiendin'. Best place to find Mal in Gullrune. Hellforge? Your Hellforge? Maybe? Probably lower Kuras though. LK super chest farming. And that's one of the few runes that I've actually gotten up to Gull from like the random bodies and chests and stuff. I know people tell me all the time that they find like lows and burrs and stuff out of the bodies and stuff. Man, I've done so many runs and hit the bodies and stuff and never ever like probably out of 5,000 like full runs of like clearing every body and every chest, like even non-super chests that you come in contact with, I've never gotten over a Gull out of any of that stuff. But yeah, probably just like super chest farming. Countess for Mal. Oh, that's a good point, Frenetic. I don't know why it was just let's see. Bunch of pulls and lems from her too, yeah. So Team Ist. I wonder if Countess, well, if you're online, probably, honestly, probably running Countess and cubing 2 Ists up to, what order are those? Is it 2? Let's see. Let's go D2R rune list. I forget what order these go in. I got to double check here. We got 2 Ists as a Gull. So online, your best bet's probably going to be players 1 Countess and cubing 2 Ists up to a Gull, and then hoping you get the other one. Single player, I would probably recommend super chest farming just because you could also get burrs and stuff too, so, and sirs and lows and ohms along with it, you know what I mean? So that's where I'm at, I guess. See, not important. Love how crazy dual grief is with laying of hands on the demons. Right, yeah, that's probably what I'd go with too. That's what I was thinking. Don't have I don't know if people would recommend Last Wish on something like that, but I don't have, you know, 3 jaws on a single player is a tough to come by. Frenzy, Marty says bot D, Last Wish, Faith. Yeah, I don't have a single one of those rune words. Not one of them. Boy, I don't know what jeez. So I'd need a Breath of the Dying Colossus Blade, probably. I think I have at least a ethereal 6-socket Colossus Blade, I know that, but I don't know if it's superior or not, or I don't remember, but Saffron said more of a Last Wish Grief kind of guy. So oh boy, Galbeck. Oh boy, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Three rare Shakos this morning. Uh-oh. You know what the next one's going to be raced? A blue one. Now, best of luck. I'm just joking around. Can you Larzik superior items? Yes, you can Larzik it, but you can't cube it. So Larzik will give you max sockets every time. So yeah, that's with a let's say a Ethereal Colossus Blade, and you wanted 6 sockets to make Breath of the Dying, you could totally do that. But let's say you had an Ethereal Thresher that was superior, you can't cube it, and if you Larzik it, it'll get 5 sockets, so you can't make like infinity in it, for example. So you gotta just make sure the max sockets on the item that you got is correct and whatnot. Oh no, Anthony Burks just ID'd all of his unique rings. Disappointment is real. Unfortunate, my man. My Slayer. Unfortunate. Max. So Holy Bolt damages undead and demons nowadays. It used to be only undead in Diablo 2. They changed it in D2R to damage undead Holy Bolt, and the bolts coming out from his Fist of the Heavens deal damage to undead and demons. So it's also weird too because it's magic damage, but it does damage to things that are immune to magic damage. So it's kind of got a weird circumstance going on with it. So not important. Says, am I still going to be playing this game after 20 more years? Yes, you are. You are. Fred wants a picture of Mashif's wife. This guy. Yesterday, a low 63 Trav runs, a Sir 4 runs later. Oh, I was not looking over at the screen at the second, but is this the second? I think this is the second one I've found in this set of like chaos runs. It was a couple days ago. I think it was the first day I ran this, but another Gilded Shield, which is the Herald of Zakarum. Oz, baby. Now 160 I feel like is a low roll, but does it matter that much? Probably not in the grand scheme of things. If you needed one, you'd be stoked for it for sure. For sure. But I obviously 2.5 years into a Holy Grail, don't need that at the moment. 220 Java gloves though I do need. This game hates me. They just will not give me 220 Java gloves. Last Wish so expensive, says Pedro, talking about items to use for a frenzy barb. I agree. Tough on single player to make that for sure. Is Breath of the Dying a waste on a Merc Giant Thresher? Is it a waste? If you put in a Giant Thresher, I mean, like you said, you could put it on a Mercenary. You could Whirlwind Barb with it. You could Fury Druid with it. Is it? It's not the most optimal. Is it a waste? I probably wouldn't do it. I mean, I might do something like that online where Zods are relatively cheap to trade for. On single player, there's a 0.00000% chance I would do that. But online, you know, you might do something online like that just because Zods are cheaper to trade for. Frenetic said, Last Wish is like the devs almost mocking you with a bunch of Jaws. Oh, Jaws used in all these expensive rune words? Well, hey, we'll just make this one that uses 3 Jaws. Yeah, that's kind of funny way to put it. See, Marty said he's likes Mana Leech on Breath of the Dying, huh? Mana Leech on Breath of the Dying. Let's see, I'm trying to think, where would you get a baby amount of Mana Leech if you didn't get it that way? Like you said, you want to use a couple BKs. Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know how much. I'd have to look into it some more. How much does plus skills really help out? How much does that 1 to skill really help out on a Frenzy Barb that much? I mean, you do get a baby amount more on battle orders and all the skills, right? Find item, a little bit of everything, of course, but I don't know. Yeah, I did kind of have that I'm Ron Burgundy type energy there for a second. For a second, Fred. Mango or Magno got me good. The letters were switched. Magno Miguel saying found his SOJ when he was trying to find Arachna's mesh. Hunting Mephisto. Well, congrats on the SOJ at least, huh? You always find stuff like that when you're not looking for it. James says softcore non-ladder is to the point where he gave a jaw to somebody so that to get a waypoint he didn't have. Nice. Yeah, I do not have that much on online. When a chair costs more than an i7, something wrong, says Max. Yeah, I mean, the thing with technology is you just have a constant like flow of, you know, you got the new thing that's more expensive and then it drops in price. Now the newer thing's more expensive, you know. Electronics and technology is like that. It just constantly devalues, and then the new thing comes out that's more expensive. And yeah, I was looking at TVs recently because my TV's like 10 years old at least. I paid $1,000 for the thing. It's a 45-inch smart TV, and like now nobody even buys smart TVs. They just plug the little thing in the USB drive in the side or the HDMI port, you know. But yeah, like a 45-inch smart TV nowadays, even that's like better quality, like better picture, like 3 times better picture than what I got. Maybe not literally, but up there, is like $320. It's crazy. Aren't all TVs smart nowadays? I don't know. I didn't really look into it too much. I just kind of looked at the prices. I thought they stopped even worrying about making smart TVs because everyone just plugs their Fire Stick into the side or their Roku or whatever. I thought they just stopped even bother making them with the smart stuff in it, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe they make them smart TVs and everyone still just plugs their Fire Stick into it, calls it a day. What do I look like, a TV expert? Next thing we're going to be talking about boxing. Or Marty says he thinks they're all internet connected now. They are. Okay, well, a couple people here said Sounds like they're all smart TVs, so I'll just take your guys' word on it, I suppose. Steak advice? Ooh, MA. I got some words for that. Steak advice words. All right, first thing. No, I'm joking. We'll steer clear of that for today. Rip 2 sockets. Yeah, I noticed that as well, for sure. Deadeye said last time he hopped into stream, the luck rubbed off on him, got a Griffins. Well, hopefully the same thing happens this time. Frenetic said 5 years ago he couldn't find a regular non-smart TV at Best Buy 5 years ago, he says. Oh, okay. You know what's probably the case? You know what I bet you? I bet you that they don't even say they're smart TVs anymore, I bet you. You know? That's probably what it is. Probably like back in the day, they'd be like, you can remotely unlock your doors. Like, isn't this crazy? But then nowadays, they don't advertise your car as being having the ability to be remotely unlocked, you know? It's probably like that. That everyone, it's just, doesn't everybody know already they're all smart TVs? Like, we don't need to put that, you know, it takes up too much room in the box to add those words. It's not worth it. That's probably what it is. Imagine the first car you could remotely unlock. That must have been quite the selling point. Smart fridges? Are they still smart? Wait. Are they all smart fridges now? Tells you when you're out of beer. Yeah, I mean, that could be useful. Don't. Okay. Never want to find ethereal 220 Java gloves. Maybe if it had repair durability on it, but... Ray said it was 4th car before he got power windows. Nice. My first vehicle did not have power windows. I had an old F-150 that hold a 19, I think it was a 92 F-150. Crank windows. It had the little triangle window over here you could open. Had 2 gas tanks, you know. Between the 2 tanks, you could hold like 48 gallons of gas. It's the song. It's the song. Trash says they are smart TVs. They either got Google, Roku, or Samsung apps are like already installed on them. You say? Okay. All right. Yeah, it had the windows. Yeah, and my first car, no AC. I don't even think it had power locks. Actually, I think you had to pull the thing up. I'm pretty positive it did not. It didn't have remote unlock. Actually, now that I think about it, you had to use a key to unlock it. Yeah, it was a blue, just bench seat, no back seat. It was just a bench seat at 92 F-150. Those were the days. James Shoemaker says, just dropped the Tyrials. Congrats. It was off a unique monster. Randomly generated name, Sweet Phil the Unlucky. Geez, that's just crazy. This guy. Yeah, it's fine. Havoc, you still uses the key most of the time. Oh boy, I definitely don't. So my car has like a fingerprint sensor on it. So if I have my keys in my pocket, I just grab the handle like this with my thumb on the thing, and the whole car unlocks, and I can just kind of, you know. And then you get in, and you just push the button, and it starts up. So yeah, I don't even take my keys out of my pocket anymore. But that's because I have a new fancy car from 2012. James says, Goff owes Jake Bates and the whole defense a beer. Well, yeah. I will say, though, like half of those, he had 5 interceptions. We're talking about the last Detroit Lions game here. at least 2 of them were not actually like his fault. It was like deflects off a guy, gets intercepted. I think 2 of them were deflected passes, which one of them, I guess one of them was like a lineman, which you could say he should have been smarter or threw it better to where he knew that a lineman could have tipped it. I think one of them tipped off of, I don't remember exactly for sure, but they weren't all his fault. But yeah, Jake Bates, he almost missed both of those. So it's crazy. He almost missed both of them. So, kind of crazy, kind of crazy. Saffron says, you need to have the key with you at all times. To unlock the car, you need the key with you, yeah. Well, I mean, it has a number pad too. I can type in a code and unlock the door, but to turn the car on, actually, you can turn the car on with the key and then leave without the key, and the car just keeps telling you that there's no key. Please get the key, but it doesn't turn off. But the thing is, if you turn it off, you can't turn it back on again. So I have done that before. Well, maybe I shouldn't tell you guys how to steal my car, but no. I had done it before where I turned my car on and then I was like, oh my gosh, it's way hot out here than I thought. And I just like ran in the house super quick and put shorts on. And then I, for whatever reason, whatever happened, I don't know how I did it, but I forgot the key and then I left. So I had to turn around. LGC2, I think talking about a TV, says Deadeye, right? TV? Probably sales for them for Xmas. Been using one for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, I'm always leery about Black Friday sales and Christmas sales and stuff, because I always see, if you're talking specific models like that, you're good. But if you see one that's like crazy on sale and it's like some Best Buy exclusive or some Costco or Walmart exclusive, which is what the one I bought was. Turns out, I looked into this. What they do is a lot of these companies will take old parts from old TVs, like parts they have laying around in the factories, and just mush them together into a TV and go, here's a TV on sale. But really it's like a screen from like 7 years ago, and it's like, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, specific brand models like that I was saying, probably good with that. I'm not sure though if I want to spend that, you know, because I'm already talking about getting a chair, which is going to be $50,000 at least. TV, which would be like another $500 at least, probably. But yeah. Starting to talk about a lot of money here. Saffron said it happened to him before, talking about my car with the key a minute ago. Girlfriend left my car without the chip. Then she was stuck at work. Yeah. Wait, maybe I did go to work and do that. Because I feel like I did that, and then like my mother-in-law had to like drive the keys to my work, which is, it wasn't insanely far away, but it's like a 25-minute drive. I think actually I remember this now. Maybe. Didn't Ford do that with a Taurus? I'm not sure the reference there, Trash. I do have a Ford Taurus, so I can't tell if you're making a joke or saying something serious. You got the ore out. Okay, all right. 8812 on the poll on YouTube for like button and Tyson. Only got 100 likes, fellas. How did 250 people vote? 260 vote to hit the like button and for Mike Tyson, but only 100 of those people hit the like button. Fellas, come on. Hit that like button, fellas. The Taurus they made with old parts. Oh yeah? Maybe. Could be. Saffron says, yeah, he started the car up and she left without the key. No warning. Yeah, unfortunate, huh? Unfortunate. At least it's an easy fix. Just take some time. Paul's minus 200 favorite. These votes seem like Jake Paul haters. Well, yeah, everybody hates Jake Paul, right? Doesn't everybody hate those Paul brothers? Could be wrong. GM in the Pontiac line. I'm trying to think, because the heavy boots, the Taurus. Obviously, there was a Taurus back in the day. I feel like they did like when they picked up the Pontiac brand, they canceled a line of cars, started remaking the Taurus or something like that. Does sound familiar. But yeah, I don't remember. Phil just lost 12% of his viewers. When I told people to hit the like button, I lost 12% of my viewers. No! Give me one quick second. Okay. Oh, the 12% that voted. Oh, the 12% that voted for Jake Paul. Gotcha. Took me a second. The gears were turning. The little hamster up there was running fast, trying to get the wheels going, you know. Phil's audience probably grew up with Prime Tyson. Yeah. Yo, legit. Yeah. Probably 90% of the people. Not all. There is some 25-year-olds in here and stuff like that. But, yeah. We all grew up playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and stuff, so yeah. Morbid Angel, yo! 2 months of Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, appreciate ya. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime membership. As you're probably aware, nothing I love more than when someone hands over Jeff Bezos' money. Also, at Twitch Prime sub, if you're over on Twitch, you get no ads, right? That eliminates all the ads over on Twitch. I think so. Gelback, come on. Nobody responds to Gelback's comment because your guys are going to be roasting me in a second. Even Gelback knows that Mashif doesn't have a wife. Oh boy. Good job, babe. You just showed everybody you know more about Diablo 2 than I do. Oh boy. Oh boy. So Gelback, get this right. So in Diablo 2 in well, you don't care where, but so there's this guy Mashif, right? He just happened. I never paid attention to the story in the game. I just like playing it. There's this guy Mashif, and it just so happened that he had a guy standing next to him wearing a red toga. A red toga. And because I never paid attention to the story, I didn't realize that this person named Peralty was a guy. So that's kind of the story here. I thought the whole point of the story was that Mashif was there with his wife. But I never paid attention to the story, so kind of a channel joke. Zog said he still never beat Tyson legit on NES. Yeah, I never did either. Never did either. Grindy says he wants to know who designed the Pontiac Aztec, right? Pontiac Aztec, or the PT Cruiser. Old man Tyson getting KO'd, says Zog. Boy, I hope not. I hope not. We'll see, because from what I heard, the conspiracy theorists say the fix is already in. That the contract leaked, and in the contract, it's written that Mike Tyson can't knock out Jake Paul, and that Tyson has to lose by decision, supposedly. Didn't know the Mashif's wife one. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of the Sweet Phil lores that we just kind of like say and then chuckle about, because it sounds realistic. Like it sounds like we could really be talking about like Mashif, a character in the game, his wife, and nobody would question it because they don't want to sound like they don't know what they're talking about. Me, on the other hand, when it comes to Mashif's wife. But yeah, Tal's Amulet, come on. Hey, come on. This is my stream. We're not supposed to be roasting Phil here. Come on, chat. What are you doing? Oh, boy. Yeah. Grindy. Galback coming in roasting Phil. Well, it's all right, I guess. Making me look dumb in front of my friends, babe. Come on. Too funny. Too funny. Five favorite builds. 5 of them, huh? Nova, Fist of the Heavens, Singer Barb. That's all I got. All I got. Mashif Doc Lady wanting him. Well, yeah. Turns out Heralti was a guy. Turns out. Yeah, Cheryl was Zetes. Sorry, I always forget how to pronounce that. Yeah, Galback is my wife, by the way. Galback is the wife. Like, legit. In real life. Summon Necro. Oh, I forgot about that one. Lavendil. Yeah. I do like Summon Necro. I don't know if, yeah, Summon Necro. I'll be honest though, I think Summon Necro, one of my favorite budget builds. I've kind of like end game Summon Necro, not as much of a fan. Still like it, still works, you know, for, you know, even clear and higher players count stuff, but it's kind of slow on higher players count, and I feel like you don't get as much of a boost from better gear as the amount of boost you get from like poison and stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Not sure. Not sure. When I caught him saying a ladies man, I don't remember that time. I don't remember when that happened. Don't remember. And if I don't remember it, as Galback, as you know, if I don't remember it, that means it didn't happen. You know. Oh, Biv, good call on that one. There's a throwback. Was that... That's a throwback. Is that all the way to D2, or is that just early D2R? I know it was definitely before before they did balancing changes to any of the skills. I think that was super early D2R, because I don't think I had like all the rune words yet. I can't remember for sure. Minus requirements, all right. OG as OG can get, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, Bib says he thinks it was early D2R throwback. It had to be just people trolling me. But yeah, 9 times in a row, people would be like, If you haven't found anything yet today, you should just go in the cast sanctuary and use infinity lighting sorceress. Like, oh boy. Singer Barb of Poor Man's Nova. Yeah, I'm not really let's see, a budget singer, huh? Not really a huge budget singer guy, but having find item is pretty cool though. I super don't like doing a singer barb without Enigma. So maybe just me, but double Wizzy singer. Yeah, but I just feel like you gotta have Enigma on, or it's real annoying. Maybe you could get away with a Nage's Puzzler, huh? I don't know if I've tried it with. Well, maybe I have. Nage's Puzzler on swap. Phoenix or Exile for a Zealer? A Zealer with Phoenix. I'm trying to think of. I don't know for a Zealer. Yeah, Redemption Aura. It's minus fire, so if you're Zealing with the fire aura. I'm not really much of a Zeal expert, but Life Tap. I'm trying to think of Exile. What's all got on it? Well, Phoenix has a bunch of enhanced damage, doesn't it? Like 250, 60, 70, something like that. ED and Redemption. Yeah, I just remembered that. It wasn't in my brain at first, and it came back. I guess Phoenix then? I've never done like an endgame Zealer though, so take that opinion for what you will. Learned something about the game today, says Galback. Oh, nice. Proud of you. Pretty soon you're going to be out here. You're probably going to find Tyrell's Might before me. Boy, wouldn't that be some stuff? Like here, babe. Let's here. I'm going to show you how to play it. And she's like playing it and drops Tyrell's Might like on the playthrough or something. Like, here you go, you're gonna beat the game for the first time. Bail kill. Boom, Tyrell's. Okay, would that count, fellas? If I was showing my wife how to play the game and she found Tyrell's Might, would that count towards my holy grail? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. If I ID it, it would count, says Ryan. Ugh. Galback going next ladder start. Oh, she's gonna be playing the next ladder? Oh, maybe I could talk her into it. Maybe. That's a tough question. I'm kind of kidding. You're not getting away with that one. Yeah. No, I don't think it would count. So I better find Tyrell's Might here. Ryan Lawrence says, when I find Tyrell's Might, I'm going to use it on a character and play. I might for like a day. It's not actually good, but I feel like it's so rare and like it's the final item type of thing. I might for like an hour use Tyrell's Might for something. Where would I even obviously it'd have to be a melee, right? But Tyrell's Might detail. Walk, run, damage to demons. Oh man, this is set up perfect for cannot be frozen. Frenzy Barb galore. Tyrell's Might. Frenzy Barb. Dink saying if I'm right next to her, like guiding her through watching it, it could count. No, I'm just kind of joking. Boy, I don't even want to think about it. Something like that happened though. See, Marty saying a pure Zealer, Phoenix for hardcore, Exile for softcore. Okay. Yeah, I kind of don't remember what's on. Let's see, Exile. Besides Life Tap, I kind of don't remember what's even on Exile. But there you go. Marty's a pretty smart guy. Knows what he's talking about a lot of times. So Saffron said he went dual dream the other day and was disappointed. Disappointed. What'd you use for a weapon there, Saffron? I know when G-Stacks rocks dual dream, he actually uses like a storm lash. So it was like constantly staticking the monsters down. And then the pulses like take them out. But yeah. So I think, yeah, let's see, Stormlash has static on it and doesn't Schaefer's, I think. But I remember watching G-Stacks using Stormlash. Whatever. We'll go with Chair. Chair Noritset. Said he'd be using his on a Javazon. Okay, yeah, you get the walk, run, life, and stuff. Javazon does elemental damage. I was just thinking the damage to demons could help out for a melee character, right? But I could see getting the walk, run there for, you know, anything that doesn't teleport, I suppose. Heavily relying on Grief for the main damage. Yeah, I kind of figured that you were rocking Grief. Nothing I've ever played, but yeah, just like only ever seen other people play the Dual Dream. So expensive. I could probably hero edit it in and figure it out, but what kind of beer do I drink, Phil? Most beer. I don't like fruity stuff, and I don't like... Ooh, leveled up, 97, let's go! I don't like fruity beer, and I don't like I don't like sours. And there's another type called a farmhouse ale. I do not like those. So, a couple other like very specific types, but everything else I do like, so. Ryan says pure unique build for a day. With Hero's Might. Maybe. Let's go. Boom. Read a light rated. Ooh. Love it. Need my guidance. All right, Dink. Shoot. I'll see if I can help you. Maybe I might be able to, might not be able to. See, Marty talking about making a Phoenix, I believe, and a 65 121 Pally Shield. Okay, instead of the Resistance. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. So, Jay, the product. This is Players 3 difficulty. So, it can do Player 7, but with reading chat and playing and enjoying myself, I'm just doing this one. Oh, Saffron, yeah, talking about the Dual Dream, he said, yeah, he hero edited and tried it out. Gotcha. Makes sense. Zog saying any of the Oridans taper off on the higher players count, but cool for players 1. Does kind of make sense. I never asked G-Stacks. Maybe he'll hop in here a little bit. And I don't know what he was playing his on when I was watching him. This was like a year ago. And it's not really a build. You don't really see him online too much, so. Rare Sacred Armor. Unfortunate, William W. Unfortunate. You beat hell. What to do now? Well, you can try to upgrade and get some actually like really good rune words, like the harder stuff, or you know, get your builds rocking on higher players count. Depends. You pretty much got to pick a goal. Pretty much. You know how if you play Xbox, there's a goal and you beat it and you get Xbox points. Diablo 2 is just like that, except you don't get these random Xbox points, you know? But you pick a goal you want to do and you kind of do it. This is the holy grail, trying to find every unique item. That's pretty hard, but you could just try to get yourself the best gear on the build you're rocking. You can try to farm up gear to like play through the game with like a twinked character, a character that has excuse me, a gear that's pre-prepped for it to slay faster. You can a bunch of different things you can do. Yeah. Jay says even Zerker underwhelms him. Yeah, Zerker, I only use Berserk usually, like players 1, sniping champions usually. I think I've used it at Trav, but I'm not really, you know, avid Travwinkle runner, but about the only places like howling away monsters, sniping champions in the pits, and Trav is the only place I ever used Berserk really. Only 2-minute rounds for the fight tonight. I heard it was 3 minutes. That's what somebody said. Somebody said before you, so. Huh. Maybe that's one. Maybe that's one I could take a look at. Maybe do a little research and look into how to the good old Hesladin, huh? Never really rocked that one before. Please do, Phil. Yeah, I'll have to do some snooping around because most of my knowledge is what you guys have said in chat so far, and then like watching a couple people play it before. Well, yeah, maybe I could do that. Drag it in better, says Beal. I seen it said Jeff, and I just there can only be one person in chat with the same first name. JK. Jay said thinking about a Wind Druid. Love that build. Yeah, Wind's not too bad. Not too bad. It's not my favorite. Hard to get used to the pathing of the tornadoes. Kind of once you get used to it, pretty much I rock the Wind Druid, in my opinion, the way I can stand it anyways. You rock the Wind Druid like the Hammerden. Like you have to telly-stomp everything so that the tornadoes don't miss. But Jay saying his problem with the dragon is no enigma. Okay. I guess I forgot that another one of those builds I never really rocked too much, but never really messed around with that. Expensive again. Tubby, welcome in. Deal says Telly Amulet with charges. Or you Telly Amulet and with charges and then also using charge to get around. Not my preferred way to play, but I mean, maybe. Why is it always double durability? I feel like 50% of the time, blue spiderweb sashes are double durability. Literally double, like 50% of the time. Jay saying Wind Druid shines once you get Enigma. For sure, for sure. It's not too bad. It's really not. It's probably the best Druid build, I think, anyways. Some people say they like Fire nowadays, but in my experience, I prefer Wind over Fire. Ooh. Gold wrap and a perfect Mara's, of course. Oh. Wait a second. 5 to light radius. Oh my gosh. How great. Charge is more fun, says Ryan. Ooh, I don't know about that, but don't know about that. Want to see Iron Mike tonight? We'll see. We will see. Hopefully. Max light radius build. The thing is the max light radius on a character is like 7. It's something not very much. I don't know. Yeah, let me Google it real quick. It's something ridiculous like that. What is the max light radius in Diablo 2 Resurrected? Oop, up. Clicked the wrong button too many times. Let's see. The base light radius. Base light radius. So you just standing here, the radius is 13. The max is 18. So just that amulet would, just the eye, the Etlich or whatever, it would give you max light radius. Just that 5. I knew it was something different, weird. Like it's even lower than I thought it was. Does PS5 have award stuff like for D2R? I have no idea if it has like gamer points or whatever for the consoles for D2R. I haven't played it on console at all, so. See, Jello saying he feels like Tesladin with Infinity would be insane. Well, for Tesladin, yeah, I don't know, because you can't have 2 auras up at the same time, right? So, I guess if you wanted the conviction, you'd have to use Infinity, yeah? Ah, one to teleport, you bum. Beal thinks Wind Druid stinks. What? What? No way. 6, and we're not gonna freak out about a 6 MF. They definitely don't stink, but oh, you get the Holy Shock from Dream. Okay, so the Holy Shock stuff from Dream, and then the Paladin maxes out Conviction, right? So you don't use the okay. For some reason, I was thinking max the Holy Shock. So your Holy Shock wouldn't stack with the Holy Shock stuff on the gear, so. But you max out the synergies to Holy Shock, and then it synergizes with the stuff, the Holy Shock aura on the gear. Does that sound about right? I guess I'll just have to look into it. Sometimes that stuff's harder to explain through typing in a chat than it is just to read it real quick somewhere. So, but oh yeah, I'm correct. Okay, I was assuming I said something wrong. So, yeah, I guess if what I said was right, then sure. Then I guess I do understand it. Pestle Sork with Lightning Mastery. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of what they do with the, or what they used to do in the past. I don't know if anyone still does, but the Air Sorceress, isn't that what they did? They would do Dual Dream with Beast or something, and then turn into a bear, and then swap to, oh, Storm of Jordan? Boom! Oh. Then what, you would swap to the Grizz Caddy with 4015s in it? Or something like that? Another one I haven't only ever seen videos of, but next ladder, we got a date yet? No date yet. Early December is what I kind of quote-unquote heard is when it should be. But yeah. See Saffron up a minute ago saying Dual Dream. Yeah. Dual Dream does not put points into Holy Shock. Dual Dream Pally. Just the synergies. Gotcha. Scott. So yeah, the the regular champions can drop everything. The seal bosses and Diablo cannot drop Tyrael's Might like I would want. So, but all the other champions can, you know, just like as the 85 area, the regular champions can drop Tyrael's Might, but just part of the game, the way it's made, the Tyrael's Might can't drop off of the seal bosses, and not drop off the seal bosses. You know, if you fellas hit that like button, good call. I feel like the likes aren't high enough. I don't know what's going on here. Marty saying, pretty sure self-conviction, more output than fanaticism for the faster attack. I would have to say so for density clearing of any kind, probably, but just from my speculation on how I would picture the build working. Sounds about right to me. I got a couple of champions I was missing here. Dinkwood said he's trying to find a, what is this, a two-socketed weapon, 40 increased attack speed with zeal charges? Is that a unique weapon that has that, or I guess you're looking for a magic item, huh? That has 40 increased attack speed and zeal charges? And then you're trying to Larzik it for 2 sockets? That's a very specific item that I feel like you could not trade for, because nobody would have it. But yeah, very specific item there. Poochies, welcome in. What's going on? Yeah, a lot of people saying you got, it's for that zeal Hesladin, your own conviction is their opinion on the better one. Yeah, minus res usually does help you out over plus damage a lot of the times for everything, what I know. So Goo Goo Doll's coming with dashboard this year. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Get after it. Man, you're really trying to crush my credibility today, aren't you, Gelback? How's the runs going, Grizzy? What's up? They're going. Nothing crazy, but more about melee damage, huh? That's not so much like... See, that's the thing too, like, kind of what I mentioned when I seen G-Stacks rocking it, he was using, to get static from his, what's the freak, the flail thing that has the static on striking. Nope, can't remember it now. It was in there and it came out. But that's it, so that it would get the life down to half, and then the lightning would chop everything down. Yeah, Stormlash. And I don't know too, like maybe he was attacking with that, like battle order up and then put attack with Stormlash and then swap your over to weapon 2 and then melee everything down after it's already staticked, and you'll get the lightning damage and everything. Maybe. I'm speculating here. That's definitely what I would do. I love swapping weapons all the time. My favorite. I would totally do that. So Ryan says that's why he likes the cold aura. Fire, there's too many immunes, but the spread on lightning's too high. Yeah, lightning just be like that, huh? It'll hit one time for 8 damage, and the next time for 27,000, and the next time for 300, and the next time for 15,000, and the next time for 7 again, and then 28,000 again. Scott says he never gets anything from Chaos. I usually do, but yeah, this kind of like stretch here has been quite slow. Not as good as usual. Not as good as usual. You know what I need to do? I need to go move stuff around in my inventory to change up the RNG. Legit. It's happening. This is gonna just change everything here. There we go. Now we're gonna find something. Secret strat. Oh yeah. Should probably go change my socks too. Go get my lucky socks on. Oh, almost try res. Little low though. I mean, 8 lightning and then 10 to poison. I don't know that you could really. That's really what we're looking for, but close. Best base damage for infinity. Well, I think technically when they calculate it out, because if including how much crushing blow affects how much damage output your Act 2 mercenary does, getting the fastest possible base is usually the best way to get the highest DPS. So in that case, it's the Ethereal Mancatcher. But if you're worried about like kind of adding in the base damage instead of like worrying about crushing blow as much, you can't go wrong with the Ethereal Thresher too. Like the old school, that's what everyone else was. But yeah. Terrorize Andy time online? Oh, really? Terrorize Andy online? Ooh, I did not know that. Maybe I might have to go farm online, huh? Did not know that. Because it's TZ Andy online right now. At 3 o'clock, it's TZ Andy on single player at 3, so. Does it actually do anything? Well, it's just, Scott, so that was just a thing I did because, like, if you've seen the videos of how people have found that one map seed, that if you put that map seed in, depending on where the stuff is in the stash and like a million different things, it'll change what drops from the super chests. So it could change something, right? What should I use online? TZ Andy in 1 hour offline. Yeah, someone said it was TZ Andy online right now. Zog did. I'll just pull up the schedule right here anyways. Easy tracker. Yeah, it's Andy right now online, and I guess I'll have to use the Paladin. Because I think this is a fully decked out Paladin still. D-Web incoming? Yeah, I do always find a D-Web. Yeah, look at this. Ooh. This is my Paladin after like 3 days of ladder this one season. Because I found a nearly perfect Griffins on like the 2nd day of ladder. 299. We're at 80 FCR. Oh, it's a Fist of the Heavens. So T1 TZ Andy though. T1 TZ Andy. You'd want to do usually online. You can't change players count, of course, but and also you don't know where you're going necessarily. Repeat. I mean, 5 items. Can't complain. Oh, I almost used my macro. Let's go into here. I like going in the... To be honest, I like going in the lobby here and creating games like this. Instead of just hitting play or whatever. Banned? What, why do we get banned? Saffron? I missed. Got an is from LK. Nice, Matt. Congrats on that one. 50 gifted if you give me the code. Not sure what you mean by that, Mary. What code are you talking about? Also, Saffron, do not find Tyro's Might. Nobody find it or I'm gonna be mad. Oh, what's going on? Demon Hide boots. Oops. I don't want to do that. I accidentally hit my macro button again, messing everything up. Oh, the macro for joining and rejoining. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't use the macro online. It's not set up correctly for that, and I would not recommend people use a macro for saving and exiting faster online. Well, technically, I could take out the champs along the way, huh? Efficiency-wise, I'm not sure. Never really thought about it too much. Whether online, because if you're online solo farming, since you obviously can't change the players count if you should take out champions you can kill along the way. They guaranteed like 1 item from each one. Also, since you don't know, you're not like speed running to the place because you're not 100% sure where it is. But yeah. You did not find it, John. Get out of here. Probably should just skip the stuff, but... Oh, come on. Why would you do this to me, game? Why would you do this? 1 eternity later. Circle it. Okay. Oh, I did it again. Gotta get out of that habit. I'm gonna get in trouble. Zog, no, that's all right. That's all right. I don't want to hold anybody hostage joining in my games to get the players count up a couple or anything like that. I'll play the game just like everybody else. Don't want that streamer privilege, you know? I'm the only English speaker streaming D2 right now? Could be. Got the market cornered. Yeah, I remember back in the day, I think it was before D2R came out. I usually would stream, I streamed only on Twitch, and I'd usually stream to like 3 or 5 people. And then the one day I got on in the morning, and I had like 100 people in chat. And they're like, yeah, you're the only person streaming. I can't remember why, though. There was some reason that literally nobody was playing. And I don't remember why. Oh, I did it again. I gotta stop doing that. Zom, yeah. And TZ Andy in an hour on offline single player. That's gonna be legendary. John says he swears he just... Did you just find it, or you found it a while ago? Yeah, I guess either way, congrats. You definitely could have found it. Let's see, Marty's 80% in. Yeah, see, Marty's even gonna finish his grail before me. Great. Yeah, I think the thing right now, if I'm the only English speaking streamer streaming D2R, some of the people are in the like D2 because they're playing Project Diablo 2, so they're in the D2 channel on Twitch. Oh, okay. Oh no. This is not 220 Javas, right? Oh, I seen the javelin spear skills. I almost started crying. My heart actually sank slightly. Oh, wow. It's a rare one. 444, 35 res. Is 35 the max on that? I don't know about the other stuff, but I think 35 is the max on the res. Perfect all res. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's not one that I really, you know, top of mind all the time, but cool. Yeah. Metal Grid. Very rare too, right? GG. Yeah, we'll hang out of that, right? Anything else laying around by chance? All right. All right. GG. Saffron says cheating. They should have sold me. They shouldn't have sold me multiple accounts. Well, there you go, I suppose. Science. Marty's got a lot of rune words still to make. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for the full every single rune word grail because, yeah, who knows how long it's gonna be for me to get another Zod rune, right? That's the biggest challenge, and I don't know how many chams I got too. I don't remember. There's another champ. One of these dogs are champions over here, right? No? Let's go down. Very nice find. Very nice. 450, 350, 35. So yeah, that was, the res was perfect, and then the attack rating was 6 off, and then just a little under on the other one. Oh, I almost hit my macro again. I need to just turn that off or something. Real quick. Do something there. Rarest amulet, says he thinks. Yes, I believe so. Believe that is. Yeah, there's probably only... I might have found 5 of those in my life, maybe 6 or 7 or 5. I'm not 100% sure, but something like that. Elrune. Almost hit the macro again. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Bill's the best. Appreciate you, Michael. Michael Anderson. Very kind of you. 65 sirs to make every rune word. Someone did the math. Yeah, well, that's a lot. Let's see, do you lose the Iron Golem if you take the amulet off? Yes, yep. If you pull the amulet off, the golem just instantly, when you pick it up, disappears, so. With that, I remember actually before, originally when they fixed Nova, but they didn't fix the minus lightning res thing for self-wielding stuff. I think it was something like that. When the Metal Grid first came out, I made a version of the Nova Sorceress with the Metal Grid, so you could have the Insight Iron Golem, and then you could have Infinity on your Mercenary. But it was like, oh yeah, find these everywhere. I am the king of Talrash's guardianship. These things, I find them way more often than I feel everybody else does. That's cool. Tal's Armored King, says Small. But yeah, I don't know. They ever since D2R, these things pop off. Too bad it's not day one a ladder, right? Yeah, this is day 742 of non-ladder. I am going to hang on to that, though. Maybe somebody on non-ladder would want that. I feel like I can't throw out a Tal's armor online, right? Gambling amulets for craft, and you gambled a metal grid the other day? Really? I don't know the odds either, but actually, I did the same thing. I was gambling amulets to craft, and I gambled a metal grid back in the day. Probably the only metal grid ever to be gambled on video, I would guess. For mine, it was even crazier. It honestly, if I seen someone else with the video that I had, I would be like, bro, that's fake. But I mean, I was live on stream when I did it too, so. But I literally walked over, Mythic Sword for the BK set, all right. But we don't really need that. I literally walked over to Geed, clicked on Geed, gambled one amulet and looked at it, and it was a metal grid. The first amulet I gambled to craft. Pre-recorded. I just put the chat overlay above my head like this. True story. Pretended like I was live streaming. Ethernal saying, day one at ladder, that Tal's armor could get you one person's kidney. Yeah, that goes for quite a bit, that's for sure. You know what, honestly, I think they should do? Well, no, you couldn't do that. Never mind. I don't know what they should do, but it is kind of annoying that, like, depending on where you live in the world, you might have more opportunities to run a completely broken area that has completely busted drops. But if you live, like, on the other side of the world, and the drop, or the TZ Andy drop just happens to keep being at a bad time for that side of the world, you can just never get the great drops from it. Zup, you say you want the Tal's armor? I mean, I guess I'll just give it away at the end of the hour or something, if anybody's on right now. I don't really have anything to do with it. I don't know how much Tal's armors probably aren't worth that much on non-ladder, but there's probably still people out there that could use them. That would like to have it. Do 20s, don't do. Oh, I still got the Tal's armor in here. Oopsie. I do have a bunch of stuff in the stash, actually, like all the stuff from all my seasons, like a bunch of high runes and stuff. Oh, guess I don't have, oh, I've just got some stuff here. I must have put it over on the mules or something. All these are probably all worthless. I have more. I must have transferred a lot of it over to a mules or something. What merc is this? Holy freeze. Yeah, great question. Holy freeze. Insight, I guess. Great question. Yeah, this is my paladin from like 3 ladders ago or something. It's like the only character, all the other characters I have, I just like gave away all the gear on them. This is the only one that, like, this one, and I think I have a poison necro that I have gear on that I, for whatever reason, didn't get rid of the gear or whatever. Oh, ethereal. No, not ethereal. Another useful item though. Sandstorm Trex with a, I believe, oh man. Oh man. It's a low roll on everything. Across the board. I'm looking at all the different things. Oh, strength is, oh, defense, poison, ugh. Still no materials? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Keyword. Yeah, I know it's coming. Ethereal Treks rolled like dog water. Yeah, I found 2 Ethereal Treks on offline single player. Both of them rolled like in the 50s on the poison, unfortunately. Yeah, Garbo Treks, true story. Saba, what's going on? The Yorkos, maybe? Not sure on the pronunciation there. Do forgive me. Let's see, Sathis up here. Earlier I was talking about how depending on your time zone you could get better terror zones or whatever, talking about TZ Andy saying, you think that the Korean areas would get better treatment? You think they do? I have heard stuff about that, but I don't know that any accuracy of it. Tyson or Paul tonight? Who do I actually think will win? I want Tyson, but I don't think Tyson will win. That's what I think. Boy. I'd lose my mind if Tyson just dropped him. He's so sick. No, no, no. Anything hide in here? Yeah, Jake Paul is favored in that fight, so I do know that. Paul getting like 40 mil. Yeah, I did hear that it was something that it's crazy. Those fights, these like promotional, like hype fights or whatever you want to call them, they're always like an insane amount of money. Just insane. Can I aim? Okay. Michael Anderson, yeah, I agree with you there. Abu's Ray saying it'll end like the Jones fight, end in a tie. A tie, huh? I didn't really ever contemplate that. Not a boxing like expert. They can end in a tie? They don't pick somebody to win by decision? How about that? How about that? Never pondered that situation. Light printing, huh? Okay. I shouldn't say that out loud. They're gonna get all excited. Gelback doing a little light printing. So if you hear any sounds, the printer. Nah, it's too early for the printer, fellas. Come on. Too early in the day. How much is Tyson getting? Asked Toy Gun. I don't know. I had heard that it was I don't know where I heard this from. But I think if Paul's getting like 40 mil, I think Tyson was getting like 20 or something, like half as much. But I don't know where I had heard that, and it could be completely wrong. Carcleus saying he had heard the same thing. Yeah, I have no idea why I remember that or where I heard it, but that's what I had heard. How do you at people in live chat? I think I don't remember which way it went, but either on your phone you can't do it, and on PC you can, or on PC you can't, and on your phone you can, or something like that. I don't remember exactly how to do it. Because if you add it right, it shows it, like orange highlights it. Marty says it works on PC. Okay, so maybe you can't do it on a phone, but you can do it on PC. Another one of those things I couldn't remember, I guess. Dog says doesn't trust the judges after the Tyson Fury got the nod over Ngannou. I don't remember. Yeah, I remember the fight a little bit, like not watching it, but hearing about coming up to the fight, and then yeah, I don't know what happened with that particular one. I'm assuming Tyson won by decision, and you don't think it should have been decided that way. Okay. Shaco, unfortunate. Well done steaks with ketchup. Yeah, I'm on board with that. 100%. Galbeck says only if no ketchup on the well done steak. Only with this mustard. Grizzy saying Paul scrub who only picks retired fighters. SOJ? No. Kind of true. He does kind of only fight old retired guys. I mean, if I got paid 40 million to fight old retired guys, I would do it. I would fight Tyson today for 40 million without training, with a bad back. I'd do it today. So, can't really blame him for that, I guess. Yeah, boy. Favorite terror zone for this faux pally? Favorite? I mean, I don't know. Like so it would have to be like a terror zone that's not already an 85 area, I guess, kind of. Because there, I mean, even though it could be better, I mean, I guess you could kind of go with Arcane Sanctuary is kind of cool because it's actually all undead and demons out there. So for a terror zone that's not normally an 85 area, I guess we'd go with that. But yeah, Toy Gun, I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Hands blindfolded, hands tied behind my back. Let's go, Iron Mike. I got you. Ithroon. Can pass out over here? Oh. Hit him with the faux lightning. I don't even remember how I put this one together, if I did with the lightning synergy for this one or not. I did, actually. I know that makes you guys a lot happier. Oh yeah, I'm rocking Defiance. Like a boss. Well, I got the insight, so I don't even need the mana. So I maxed Defiance for the synergy. Yeah, look at that. What a beast. What a beast I am. No redemption aura needed. You can go like this. Redeem real quick. Move on. Sorry to hear that, Ryan H. Hurts himself getting out of bed sometimes. It happens to the best of us. Usually it's not getting out of bed. Usually if I sleep in a funny position and I wake up and I can't move my neck. I can't like sit. Can't hold my own head up. What? Get back here. Michael Anderson saying great music choice as always. Oh yeah. And M Creations. Great stuff. Giant microwave oven head. Never heard of a head described as microwave oven sized. But I got you. Naga. The Guardian Naga. I feel like they should have just named it the Guardian and then Naga, not the Guardian Naga. Ah, maybe it's just me. Upgrade it to an Ogre Maul if it's good. Ooh. Gear check. Well, I don't know. It's just a completely standard, like, hammered in setup, pretty much. This stuff. You can probably guess what it all is by looking at it. It's all exactly what you think it is. With a Haas on. That's about the only thing that you might not be able to tell, usually. You cook pizza rolls in your... Oh, I see what you're getting at there. Ha! Took me a second. Jordan said he's a bigger fan of it being called the Guardian Naga. Big fan of the Naga, okay. Each their own. J-Mod, no doubt. Oh. Where is this place down to? Okay. Minus 80. I feel like non-ladder minus 80 lightning probably not worth a whole lot. Oh, let's go. Is this going to be a 15er at least? Oh, it is. The 15 MF Towels belt. Kind of got to, or it's like, you know, whatever. But then we got a facet. Perfect. Oh. Unfortunate. So this is actually online non-ladder. It's an old ladder character I had. Figured, you know, if I find Tyrael's Might online, I'm counting it. So figured I'd get up here and make it happen. Beal, I don't know what you're talking about. Look at that, racking up the Tails pieces over here. Full Tails set inbound. Any word on season 9? The last thing they said was announcement near the end of November. That's as in-depth as they've gone so far. So the thing is you don't really quote unquote like need, you know, the exact date, sure, because they might shift something a week here, but you pretty much know when it's going to be. Essentially, it's going to be at the beginning of November, because they're going to do a new season, and then they'll do the 20 whatever Nights of Terror, you know, for the season start. Like they're not going to have the season start on November 21st or something, you know, or December 21st, you know. It's going to be like December 4th or something like that. And these are just speculated numbers. I don't even know what day of the week that is, but, you know. I hope they do it on a Friday again. Because I think, didn't they switch the last one to be on a Friday and everyone was like losing their minds about how cool it was? Are you going to do 24-hour TZ Andy? Am I? Did they do that before for the 22 Nights of Terror or whatever? 24-hour TZ Andy? I mean, I'll do it, but... Or, wait, wasn't it each act boss was terrorized? Or each act boss area was terrorized for 24 hours? Yeah, I'm not going to do a 24-hour stream, but maybe I will do an extra long stream, huh? Oh, you know what I should do? 24-hour or 24 one-hour streams. That's what I should do, Saffron. That way I can get you guys on with a pre-roll ad for each stream. I thought that'd be pretty funny. What if somebody did that? Would you guys just like unsubscribe from the person if they did that? You say pre-roll? Yeah, I think on YouTube there's not everybody gets one, but because YouTube decides whether they give you an ad or not. But on YouTube I have it set up so there's no mid-roll ads, and there's like and it's set up for a pre-roll ad, but it's usually a 5-second. And see, I actually had some conflicting reports here, because I have it set so there should only ever be a skippable after 5 seconds ads pre-rolled on YouTube. But some people have been telling me they've been getting like 3-minute unskippable ads on YouTube and 5-minute unskippable YouTube ads and stuff. And I literally have it checked so that should never happen. But you can't control what YouTube does, you know? Nate MC keeps delaying. Ooh. Yeah, speaking of, yeah, Twitch unfortunately is set up differently to where they literally like pay you less money if you like, they won't even pay you the full amount of money if you don't run ads in your channel. So like you won't make any money on Twitch if you don't run ads. Disappointing. Hunting for Cheerios Might. I would love to find it. Yes, pretty much what I'm hunting for. Well, whatever. Ravenfrost, whatever. Do I get revenue from YouTube Premium views? Yeah, actually, from my understanding, it's a very small amount, but technically, I think that creators actually get the most revenue from YouTube Premium views. But it's like super small. It's like the difference between a view of an ad giving me 1/10 of a penny and a view of an ad giving me 2/10 of a penny. So it's not like nobody should hop on and be like, ooh, I'm gonna watch all these ads and just have them run in the background and fill them. You know, like, it's not even worth the effort, right? It's, if you don't get the views like organically, it kind of doesn't matter. So I hope to have streams open in like multiple places. Yeah, I don't know. It would help in the sense that, like, if there's more people watching on Twitch, the way Twitch works is you get pushed to the top of the depending on how many viewers you have. But that's borderline like view botting. So at that point, it's like, you know. Wait, what was that? Like the green color there. Bash charges. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I would say pretty much those kind of things. Nobody really needs to worry about it. Just watch the stream and enjoy yourself. Hit the like button. Chat with the, you know, put a chat in every once in a while, whatever, you know. Just do the normal stuff. You don't really have to go out of your way to do anything crazy. Mainly if you just enjoy the stream and watch the stream, that's the biggest thing. Even if you think it's boring, pretend like you like it. Add only event stream. Turn my TV on for 24 hours. Add only. Oh boy. I'd have to preface it as like a experiment or something. No, I'm not gonna do that, but kind of funny idea. Friday work and lurk. Cardboard Warrior, welcome in. When's the charity stream? That's probably like 6 months away now. Quite a while away still. 4, 5, 6 months away. I mean, the stair climb was only like 3 months ago, so. What was the last perfect item you found? I mean, I just found a perfect Mars not that long ago. But Mars doesn't really have a huge range, so, you know, it's just got the one thing that rolls differently up to, you know, 20 to 30, so. But yeah, I just found a perfect Mars like a month or two ago. Called it too. And I definitely don't call for perfect items all the time. I definitely don't say perfect Mars every time I find a unique amulet. For sure. When's ladder reset? In a few weeks of an undetermined exact date. Thundermaw. Ooh. Come on. Perfect Tomb Reaver? Yeah, it was crazy Andy drop. One time I found a perfect ethereal Tomb Reaver, and then I also had a perfect ethereal Ravenlore, and then I also had a perfect ethereal D-Web, all in the same drop. Not making it up. Okay, maybe I'm kidding. Gizzy saying Phil's got the true meaning of streaming down. Have fun, enjoy yourself. Yeah, a lot of the things like if you try to like gimmicky get subscribers and views and stuff, it doesn't really work out for the channel anyways. They YouTube's kind of figured all that stuff out. They've had people over many years here try to game the system, so. Battle sword, okay. What we at here? 242, 242. Daniel Jackson saying, got a Ariats from behind Andy off to the, what, that tied up corpse back there? Never off anything off Andy though, huh? That's kind of funny. Kind of funny. Oops. One in 40 billion chance perfect ethereal Tomb Reaver. Yeah, pretty common. Yeah, some of those items just got too many different things that can roll on them. Too many stuff to range and whatnot. Oh no. What? Gross. Missed it 7 times. Taking a paladin to 99. No, 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 no. I got that one Sork to 99. We're calling it a day. Martel de Feu. Is it EU server? I mean, I'm not American. I don't know if that was directed towards me, so. Michael said, is this P1? His biggest complaint is you can't change the player's difficulty. This is players 1. I think it's fine though. It's just part of the game, you know? Part of the game. If you're gonna play online, you just can't change the players counts. It's just how it's gonna be. It would be sort of, and I'm not like attacking you, but I'm just kind of giving you my analogy on it. It would be sort of like somebody saying like, yeah, single player, it's just not fair. You can't trade. And it's like, well, that's just part of offline single player, you know, like you can't. So budget merc armor right here. Look at all that strength. Put a couple of amethysts in there or something, or whatever rune gives you strength. That way you can use a high, like a CV that needs strength or something early on. I do that sometimes. But yeah, it's just kind of one of them things. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Second Mang songs in a week. Bangle Waffle. Kind of a rare one. Kind of cool to find a couple of them like that. Let's see, if you could MF in Players 8 games privately, you can compete with botters. I suppose a little bit, but the thing is really they should just get rid of the botters instead of making more people like botters, I guess, you know. And I'm sure botters would just find, instead of having like 8 or having 7 other people, like other multi-boxed D2R instances hopping into the game with them, they would just run 7 more bots, right? Is that not mistaken, like how it would work? I'm not a botter, I don't know how all this stuff perfectly works, but I feel like instead of having these other instances of D2R all up and running, they would just run a bunch of bots at that point that would all be farming. If you could change players count online, everyone played in private games. Yeah, that it too. It's kind of the whole point of playing online is to play with other people. That's kind of one that obviously anyone do what they want. Not gonna hate on people for whatever, but if you're gonna play online, you should probably play online. You know, if you're gonna play multiplayer, you should play multiplayer. It would be like playing Halo, but then only creating private games and never inviting anybody or telling anybody the password. So you're online on like Halo servers, play like in a game by yourself, like I don't know. Or Spike. Not a perfect analogy because there's quite literally nothing to do because Halo is a first-person shooter like competitive, but I'm sticking with the analogy. Tips for single player offline, saying Grizzy. Oh, single player online. So if you're doing single player online, pretty much you kind of got to think of, I mean, there's certain things that you could do that would be better for only one person. Like if you're an item find barb, like item find is unaffected by the player's count. So if you're an item find barb, running players 1 is like most efficient because you can kill stuff so fast, use item find super quick. The initial kill is affected by the player's count, but the item find skill is not. So dude, what is it with me and Telzheimer's? What is it with me and Telzheimer's? this thing. Second one in an hour. In a half hour, probably. What else for... yeah, and the thing is, too, is that champions, specifically, like Pindle. Pindle will drop one item every single time. Players 1, players 8, players 7, players 5, players 3, players 4. No matter what, Pindle will drop his... Or is it 2 items in 4 potions, I think? Pindle drops? Any super unique drops... Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Any super unique drops 2 items and the potions. So you can target farm Pindle or Thresh Socket, which is where I'm going about now. Ooh. Oh, wait, he's a beast, isn't he? He's not an undead or demon. Well, he's a bit out here. He's more of a meme run. But, so if you spam farm a champion in a spot, he'll drop 1-2 items every time. You can use find item. Whoop! Another item comes out. Well, whatever percentage chance for an item to drop will come. That an item will come out, or the 2 items will come out. So spamming Pindle's a big thing with the barbarian. Or you can farm those kind of things with any character, but you just wouldn't have the find item skill. I'm trying to think. I guess I'm kind of drawing a blank on more stuff than that. The Countess is actually better to run on players 1 than for runes, than higher players counts. There's that too. I'm rocking Haas on this particular instance of Fist of the Heavens. My single player one I have Spirit, but I got Haas on this one online. And this is online technically right now, so oh geez, Stacks, what is going on? Trashing botters only do public games, so if they get caught, they only lose 1 bot. Oh, so they don't run. I had a friend that ran a bot, and he had multiple instances in one game, but this was in old school D2 as well. So he ran a bot. He'd be like, "Come here, I'll give you this thing," and I'd come in there, and his bot would be running around, and he'd have other characters in there, sitting in there. So. Gonna go dip your toes in the Atlantic. Wait a second. The Atlantic? I must have missed where you were at. You must have went on a vacation, I forget. I don't remember. Either way, congrats G-Stacks. Hope you had a wonderful day when you... Thanks for hopping in and saying hey. Grizzy said got a 37 Geeds from Countess last night. Ooh, nice. Geeds is one of those ones that when you can't find one, it takes you forever. And then once you find a few, then you start finding them all over the place. One of those things. Oh, you're in Florida. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember. Okay. All right. I just couldn't remember. G-Stacks. Jeez. Relax. Daniel Jackson. Yeah, that's probably where my buddy got it from. He was big into that scene. Can't tell if it's Daniel or Danielle, but either way. Yeah, I never did that stuff. The closest thing to that would be, like I said, my buddy gave me a few items that he botted. I never did the stuff myself. But technically, I did knowingly take items from a person that botted them. Technically. I'm gonna go do homework, says Michael. All right. Best of luck on that. A pluses only. A pluses only. Yeah, Zom over here a minute ago. Oh, that is teleport right past it. Trav good for item find. Yeah, I think I mentioned that. Maybe I thought about it and I got too rambly in my mind. But yeah, Trav good for item find barb too. Not my favorite, but a lot of people like it. Atma's whale. Ooh, I just found Twitch throw. Ooh. Atma's whale, huh? Not generally a call home type item, but if it helps you out, congrats on that. Ryan says macros are his closest. Yeah, I mean, I guess I run the macro for saving and exiting. That's not really cheating though, right? G6 is trying to find a sports bar streaming the Tyson's fight. Isn't it just on Netflix? Like, isn't it just on standard Netflix? I really didn't look into it, but I thought I had seen that. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Gotcha. Yeah, it's better to watch at a bar. Somebody said, yeah, I got you, but I just meant that it shouldn't be hard for a bar to get, because it's not like sometimes bars, you know, they'll have to pay. It'll cost like an exorbitant amount for a bar, but like if a bar could just, well, I guess it might be illegal. A lot of times with those fights, I don't know if you ever knew anybody who owned a restaurant, but you'd think like, oh, we'll put the fight on 3 TVs. So they'll just stick 3 Fire Sticks in these 3 TVs at the bar, turn on their Netflix from home. But technically, that's illegal. Like at a bar, if you have some kind of streaming service or paid for channel or something like that, you have to get a deal with the company and you have to pay per seat in the bar. So, like the bar might have to pay Netflix like $12,000, ooh, to have the fight based upon that's how many seats. Like, they might have to pay, I don't know what the actual thing is, but they might have to pay like $30 a seat or something ridiculous. I don't know for sure exactly for this particular one, but I talked to people who worked in bars or owned bars and stuff before that, and I didn't realize that. Like, I was like, why don't you just have it on, just, you know, do this and that? They're like, well, that's not how it works. Well, in the United States anyways. This is, if you're in, you know, Brazil or Sweden or something, you know, it might be different. Makes sense, but what are they going to do? Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess it's one of those things like, are they going to catch you? I mean, you can go 140 miles an hour on the expressway. There's probably no cop there. They ain't going to catch you. You know, kind of. Swish saying ever since they went Amazon for the Thursday Night Football, that's been a problem. So the bars never have it on because it's Amazon exclusive. Never thought about that because I never go to the bar for Thursday Night Football. I'll do it once in a while because like Monday Night Football is only on ESPN and I don't have cable, so I can't watch that. I've done that a few times. Almost never, though. Once in a while. Max's Heartbreak City in the Pits. Would you find a Templar's Might? I'm guessing maybe. How do you find the Forgotten Tower from the waypoint fast? I don't think there really is. I've seen some patterns, kind of, sort of, but it's like impossible to explain. There's like 1 or 2 maps that when I see this river in a certain spot, I can tell I know where the tower is, but it's like 1 map, and there's like hundreds of maps, and they're like tiles are random. But whenever there's the river with the tiles that like depending on which side of the river you're on, the tower's either like here or here on the if the river, if you spawn on the left side, and if you spawn on the other side where the waypoint is, the tower's always up on the far right. But it's hard to, I'd have to show you, and it'd be so hard for me to find where it's at. Oh, set diadem, gotcha. So there's really not a great add a jack. There's really not a great way to, in other words, teleport around till you get lucky, pretty much. Zog, that pay-per-view rule makes sense for bars because they'd make so much money. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, yeah, just to get their cuts. And plus the thing, like I said too, they would just yeah, just kind of so they make as much money as possible. Because they want to get them paid per view, right? And obviously if a bar got it, then they're showing it to 800 people for the price of what a pay per one view would cost, you know what I mean? So it sort of makes sense, but then it sort of doesn't too. It's kind of like the whole you own nothing and you'll like it culture, you know? Like, even though you paid for it, you paid for the fight to be played on your TV, you're not allowed to show it to anybody else, you know what I mean? Technically, like, this is almost over. I'm gonna hop to offline now just to have that ready to go. So yeah, you can do player 7 if you can, but players 3 is kind of fine for TZ Andy too. So almost every time on single player, almost every time TZ Andy will drop 6 items on players 3 anyways. It seems like every once in a while you'll get a 4, you'll get a 5, but is there any catacomb patterns to find Andy? So there's one for this first level. The first level, you just always stick to the right. Always stick to the right. See, like here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and this is just players 3. So, a lot of times nowadays, I just run it on players 3. Well, I take that back. If I'm running the sorceress, I'll just do a player 7 because why not? Like, you can wreck Andy so fast on single player 7. But here I just happen to have this character set up. And the foe doesn't do as much damage, you know, so. Oh yeah, but see, this is like, in state of the right, here's the exit tile. So you want to go right. So that would be like you're leaving this way. So right would be this way. You want to stick to the right. That's why the way out is right here on the first level. For this level, this level's all guess and check. It's offline so I can see where to go now. But there's no way that I'm aware of to read the next level after that. See, player drop chance P1 Andy to P3 is massive. 3 to 5 goes up. All right, P5 to 7 is barely noticeable, says Zog. Yeah, 1 to 3 is the biggest jump. It's like, the chance of an item to drop on P1 is like, and I think it works the same for the act bosses too, per like drop slot, because these act bosses can drop 6 items. I think on P1 there's like a 36% chance that you'll drop an item. And then players 3 is like 67. But I feel like because it's with Andy being quest bugged, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like one of them came from a normal monster, but I feel like she drops way higher odds than that. So I might be forgetting the way act bosses work there. So do you get all the revenue if someone joins? So on YouTube it's 70-30. For channel member joining. It's a 70-30 split. Then Twitch I think is 50-50 if I'm not mistaken. Check the 220 Javas. Boom! Oh, Rune Scepter. This is not Scepter, Scepter. I can use a Zac Shield and a Zac's Hand. Get that 2 to Holy Shock. YouTube gets the 70 or the 30. Oh, I should have specified there. YouTube gets the 30. The creator gets the 70%. So it kind of makes sense too, actually, because like on Twitch, if you become a member, like a channel member, aka a Twitch sub, you don't get ads on the channel anymore. So you get like that instantaneous like thing. On YouTube, if you're a channel member, if I ran ads in the middle of the stream, you would still get them. Oh, okay. Or that pre-roll ad, you still see it. But on Twitch, if you're a member, you don't get any ads, right? So Daniel Jackson, appreciate you. Then it's an okay deal. All right, appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome into the Slayers. Absolute Slayer. Appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the channel with one of those channel memberships. Means a lot. All y'all, with Jackson here and everybody else, anyone who does support the channel, I want a special thanks to all y'all out there, all you legends. Nothing dropped. Got scammed by Andy. Oh, if you get the dreaded Andy when Andaro's right next to one of these pillars and you drop nothing. Rough. Every once in a while, I think if you're P1, you can get no drop too. It's probably possible, but unlikely, I feel. But as long as the creator gets most. Gotcha. Yeah. You don't want to give a bunch of money. Don't want to give money to YouTube or anybody, Amazon, if you don't have to. That's for sure. That's for sure. Zog, okay. I guess I didn't know that. If true, which I assume it's true, says that on P1 Andy's similar to Mephisto, but good old Demon Horn's Edge, you know, kind of a cool item, but Andy scales better when the player's count goes up. Huh. Guess I never heard that before, or I forgot it. One of the two. Oh, okay, Saffron, you just mean in 1 hour of teasing Andy, you didn't get nothing. Gotcha. Okay, I'm picking up shutting down. Max Powers, yo! Coming in with 5 gifted Slayerships. Ooh, appreciate you. Very kind of you. 5 memberships going out to 5 fine Slayers. Thank you so much for the generosity, Max Power. I think I said Powers, like it's but yeah, Max Power. Ooh, appreciate you. Ryan says, gave Amazon money, but I needed stuff. Well, I mean, if you're buying things, it is what it is. I mean, I'll get things from Amazon from time to time. From time to time. Bad gifted membership RNG, says Zog. Oh, no. Make sure you got to have it checked off, too, by the way. You probably know about that, but there's somewhere in some setting somewhere where you have to check it off to allow yourself to be able to receive gifted YouTube memberships. So looking around at something super quick. The perfect number of viewers over on Twitch right now. 1 less than 70. I forget who it was. Somebody had like 16 months of YouTube membership, and I was like, "Oh, that's a nice streak. That's, you know, creeping around a year and a half almost." And they're like, "I've never gotten a membership for myself." They're like, they're all gifted. I'm like, what? How's that possible? That's somebody you know they're hanging out in here having a great time. For sure. Come on, Andy. Come on. Chain, co-rune, offline single player. Co is a little under what I would generally be keeping now, unfortunately. Let's give her a zoom real quick just to make sure. Boy, getting a little hungry. Don't tell nobody. They're not even Aldi brand either. They're the real thing. Oh, Zolans. So the synergies, for a synergy to give you the boost, the skill has to be a hard point. You can't get plus skills from gear or anything. It's only each individual point you put into it yourself. So yeah, that's just how the synergies work in D2R. So yeah, any plus skills from gear or anything like that don't work. You know what just popped in my head? And absolutely crazy. I was looking at odds yesterday, I think it was, or the day before, for NFL football. Wow, he's getting wrecked. The LA Chargers are favored over the Bengals. I thought that was wild. I thought that'd be the other way around. Jealous, you got a low rune? Nice, nice. That's one of the. We'll see what happens, but I went ahead and moneylined the Bengals there. Could be wrong, but we'll find out. I think I'll be pretty good. Bone Shade, Grizzy says. Bone Shade. Is that like a necro wand, I think? Interesting. I mean, I don't know that's one that I ever use for anything if it's what I'm thinking of, but Greg got Amara's now. Everybody's getting this stuff. Let's go. Nate says the Chargers won't beat the Bengals will beat the Bengals. Yeah, I don't know. I heard they were bringing in Leonard Fournette, so the Bengals were, so I don't know. I didn't know the Chargers. I haven't really been following good old Grim Shield, following how their, betting odds had been all season or whatever, but I was just surprised to see the Bengals, and maybe they are factoring in. I don't know if T. Higgins is supposed to. I think he was like 50-50, but maybe the odds makers know that he's not going to play or something. Not that that's like a swing it completely, but it could be a little bit, you know what I mean? So Grizzly says, "Hey, that's my team you're talking about." But yeah, we'll beat ourselves. Nice. Zog says all he got was a bunch of blue essences from the Terror Zones. Yeah, unfortunate. Can't win them all, right? You live in Cincy, you were just at the stadium there? Paycor, huh? I've never heard of Paycor before, I'm gonna be honest. It was a lot cooler when stadiums were called, like, you know, like they were just like Tiger Stadium, you know, that's obviously baseball, but like the Silver Dome, you know, because that's just what it was called. But times change, right, huh? Vikings time, says Ryan. I don't know if they can do it with Sam Darnold. I don't think with Sam Darnold they got it. They got a lot of good players around him, but Jefferson, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones pretty good. Don't quite think he's got it. Death Spade or something. Soren says, doesn't the druid have a skill tree that where soft points help the synergies? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's not true. That seems too crazy to not have known about if that's true. The soft points on summoning synergizes with them? Huh. I've never heard that before. That's wild. Guess I don't play Summon Druid enough, huh? Has it always been like that, or did they change that in D2R or something? Is that one way that they made it more viable? That's odd. Ravens were good before that nerf. Huh. Interesting. Never heard that before, but I guess it's because almost nobody plays Summon Druid, and I never looked into it enough. Bonehue, there you go, Max. Ooh, yeah. Love to hear that. Oh. Good old Bonehue. Pally be broken if that worked for the Pally, yeah. Switch talking about different Ravens. The Ravens are OP. Derrick Henry put him over the top. Boy, yeah, Henry's doing good this year, huh? Yeah, Soren, it happens, right? It happens. Avenger Guard, you can do it. No. Ray said he figured it was a bug they never fixed. I wonder. It does seem too weird to be intentional almost. That only specifically on the summons and only specifically the ones for the druid get a boost. Because the thing is I bet you know what, Race? You're probably right the more I think about it. If it's always been like that, the summons were so bad before nobody played them. So I wonder how much time went by before anyone figured that out or learned that, you know? Because weren't they were just so bad in Diablo 2, like LOD, right? Like, so bad, right? So it might have been that way since the druid was literally introduced into the game, huh? Another yellow diadem. Yeah, it happens. It happens. You're gonna find a lot of yellow and green ones before you get a Griffin's. I can tell you that much. Crateron saying, or they realized it was too weak. Well, I guess back when it was like the summons were in D2 or in regular Diablo 2, I should say, LOD. Like the summons were like worthless, right? Or wait, couldn't you only have like one summon up at a time or something like that? Hard for me to even remember, and I never played it. Because you couldn't do like a whole zoo of animals, I thought. Boy, so hard to remember. Back in yesteryear. Now in my advanced age, the memory's sleeping, going away. Grizzy saying, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so you could only have the one type of animal up at a time. Yeah, I wonder if it's intended, or if it was a bug that no one noticed because nobody used the summons because they were so bad. Because it does sound weird that only specifically the druid summons it works for. Weird to me anyways. Zog saying, with the way it's balanced now, if you have a lot of plus skills, even just 1 point and all that stuff, they can be good. The summons. Yeah, I don't remember if I ever really did like a tornado druid and then went 1 point into all that stuff and used it, but yeah, I think a lot of times that's what I'll do, just like the 1 point into the bear or whatever. Get a bazillion plus skills to help out. Unspent skill points. I think I do have one over here or something, right? I mean, doesn't matter. We'll redeem more, I guess. I have this set up extra lazy way, so. But yeah, Shane, I just leveled up. No big deal. Another yellow diadem. Uh-oh. Champion Axe. Look at that big old sucker. You'll get it, donkey. You'll get it. Yeah, Ray says maxing all the summons, strong druid build. Yeah, they can do some work. I never really, I guess having teleport, you can kind of focus them better. But not having AoE makes it a little bit of a challenge, in my opinion. Unless you have a bone hue for that corpse explosion, right, fellas? The corpse explosion summon druid? Goated? Ah. Yeah, whatever. On your way to 99 again? No. Just complete accident. Complete accident. No more 99 pushes for this guy. Let's see. Robert said wants to play online. Any suggestion on how to easy. I'm not sure what that last word is there.
Let's go.
But you want to like ease in or something, like how to get online and play. I'll think about it here. And also in the meantime, shout out the legend. Thank you so much, Trash, for 5 gifted Slayer ships. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. Thank you so much, Trash. Very kind of you. Very generous. Very generous. Thank you so much. I guess, Robert, you have to tell me what is that last word, because I'm not sure what exactly you're asking. The last word of your comment there. 2 yellow diadems in 10 minutes is good Luxus will. I mean, kinda, yeah. Kinda. Yeah, you find a lot of yellow diadems before you, you know. You want to get into it, but it's another world compared to single player. Well, in a way, it could just be pretty much a lot like single player until you. A lot of people like the trade site Tradery, so it's gonna be up to you. Some people don't like it, but D2 JSP is another one. It's like super 100 years old, but people still use it and like it for trading. Beyond that, I mean, you just kind of got to wing it and go for it. Maybe if you're kind of like nervous to get into it, you can kind of like watch. Yeah, I don't know, because when people stream, I guess they don't really play the way like the average person does, even when they're like streaming and stuff. So, I mean, the worst case scenario, you can't really go wrong playing online. Like the worst case is you waste some time. But oh, 68 on the poison res. Okay. Some solid ones. 152, 11, 12. Not great there, but at least a 68 poison, so. Yeah, Goldhair saying he uses the Tradery, so there you go. Grizzy saying never found a Shaco all the time playing. Wow, that's crazy. More bad gifted RNG, says Zog. Unfortunate. Phil wants a polo shirt. Oh man, yeah, come on. Of course. Of course. Well, the thing is I usually don't go anywhere, so I don't really wear them. But today I was just like, you know what? What's the difference between a polo shirt and a shirt? It's just a shirt, so. And really, the polo shirts are comfy too. Good, thin, breathable. The golf shirts, you know. A lot of set stuff here, huh? Small said he uses Tradery, but the site's so slow. Yes, I use Tradery. I usually try to use Tradery at the very beginning, first couple days of ladder, but yeah. It's so impossible to meet up with people to trade after like the first week at the most. After the first week of ladder, it's like you might as well not use Tradery because you can't get a hold of nobody. That's my experience anyways. No problem, Robert. I will warn you, JSP is quite intimidating when you look at it, because it's from like 2001, and it's never been updated, so it looks exactly like you'd expect. You had 2 trades in the last 24 hours. Maybe it's just going from JSP to Tradery. Like on JSP, you can post something within 1 minute. You can have someone in your game trading with them. Like, I don't know. You don't have to like post something and then wait for somebody to respond, or respond and wait like an hour or two for them to respond, or they might respond 18 hours later. You know, that doesn't happen on JSP. I mean, it can if you like go look at old posts, but just don't look at the old posts, you know. But I know JSP kind of gets people a little sour, so I won't talk about it too much, but Smolps, you talking about Trader or are you talking about JSP for that? You said the site's built badly and it's slow. Talking about Tradery? I would guess Tradery, but not sure. Learning the price of items, it's hard on multiplayer. Yeah, when you kind of get the hang of it, you can look it up on the trade sites like super quick, super easy. Swish saying it was definitely built by the lowest bidder Tradery, and yes, Bob says Tradery, yeah. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Alright, so this is gonna have to be the final run, fellas. Looking at that time, I have to go pick a kid up from school here in a little bit, so appreciate y'all. Thank you for the a few different people gifting memberships, a few new members today, a couple super chats. All you legends, honestly, thank you guys so much for the generosity. Thanks to all y'all. I can keep doing this, making videos, streaming, and stuff like that. So, of course, I'm crazily grateful. Ethereal, getting through Swift now. Crazily grateful. So yeah. Thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful weekend. Don't know if I'll stream over the weekend. Probably will. Maybe. Should I? Yeah, probably. Yeah, okay, I will. Sure. Yeah, I'll stream over the weekend sometime. Don't know when, though. But that being said, peace out. Have a wonderful Friday. Mike Tyson doing work tonight, son. And he's gonna keep slaying. Ooh. Peace out.